beep beep deep. Beep deep beep deep. Test 1 2.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think we are live. Happy Friday, everyone. It feels like a Saturday to me. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting Saturday vibes.
Does it? Does it now?
Yeah, yesterday felt like a Friday. So I'm like 1 day off on my internal clock.
Yesterday did feel like a Friday, but today also feels like a Friday to me.
My clock just kept on going normal, so unfortunately for me, I'm off by a day, but I'm tough. I'll survive it. Where last we left this backdrop, I think I was getting textures imported, so I'm gonna start texturing this animation backdrop. Also, exciting news for anyone that has been following the Ascension production. I just finished the last bit of lore and artwork that goes with that for the Andoruna districts. Let me actually open something so I can show people while I'm yakking about it, and it's more fun.
Excellent.
Lore book, Andoruna maps. Yeah, here we go. So this is going to be the expanded map of Andoruna, and actually each district will require like a whole separate page and chapter, because all these different little locations and cities, there's all kinds of legends and landmarks and stories, and it is very fun. I had a blast, actually. I didn't realize it would be this much work, but as soon as we started like getting into the nitty-gritty on exactly how Andoruna is put together, I discovered a lot of stuff that's really fun. So more work than I expected, but this chunk of the lore book is got the lore. I mean, I still have to polish the text, but the rough draft of the text, the actual design of like the locations and what's in them and all that's done. A lot of the art is done. Yeah, and this is, I think, going to be the biggest section of lore in the Dream World is Andoruna, because, you know, it's the setting that we have the most action taking place in. And obviously there's going to be other Dream World settings, but the most elaborate one by far is Andoruna, and I just got all the content ready to rock for that. So I just wanted to tell people the Ascension is coming together, and it is coming together really cool.
I'll also note that you will go to other locations.
Oh yeah.
And this, like, there'll be other things. You'll leave Andoruna, you'll go to other places. Some of them you have heard of, some of them you've not heard of, some of them you've probably seen in some of the artwork without realizing like they're like an actual place with some significance and stuff. So I think people are gonna have a lot of fun with, especially if you like Dream Keepers already. You're probably gonna really like playing through Ascension. And hi Scott, how you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So yeah, I know it's probably when people hear it, whenever you're like writing something, especially if you tell people, oh, I just finished a chapter, like for someone hearing, okay, cool. But like if you're the person that actually understands like the progress, it's more exciting for the person sharing that information, I think, than for the person receiving that information. But that's just the nature of it. But I'm excited. Ascension is it is inching closer and closer to being done.
Yeah, and I think people are really gonna like what you're cooking up here with Ascension.
I think so.
I think it's gonna be something special.
Well, I really like how, because I've been wanting to do a lore book forever, and for the same amount of time, I've always been like, you know what would be cool, if we also had a roleplay system that came out within the lore book. So it's like, hey, you can read all this cool trivia about the Dream World, and also it's useful if you actually want to play a game. So it's useful in more ways than just like, oh, that's really neat, and this is entertaining to read. It's like, yes, and you can also use it to like build your own campaigns, or there's like even more utility just than the entertainment value. So I'm kind of glad that it's coming together, that we're actually achieving this duality of like, hey, it's a really cool book of really entertaining stuff, and you can get even more entertainment out of it because it can segue into a roleplay experience.
Yeah, it's actually designed to facilitate a roleplay experience in a lot of ways. So, well, in most ways, that's really kind of the point of the book. The lore thing, I would even say maybe is somewhat secondary, Like the primary goal of this is to create a book that just sort of, it has lore in it, because lore is a part of like introducing you to like a lot more facets of this world than you probably have seen before, so that you can, you know, like a DM or something like that could like facilitate like a tabletop RPG thing in a way that's good and accurate, and there's like a basis to actually work with.
Yeah, totally.
But it's also a great thing to collect if you just want like a book that's for what's up with the dream world. You know, what's like, what is all the districts in Andaruna? What are like some of the flora and fauna that we've not seen? What are some of the weather type things and atmosphere type things that only occur there? This will be the book to get that will have all that stuff listed in it, that will be 100% canon. At least, you know, the lore stuff will. Of course, the stories that you play with them are just like your stories that you create.
Yeah, definitely. Because if we tried to make like every person's roleplay like homebrew campaign canonical, you know, for obvious reasons, that wouldn't be feasible. And that way they have more creative freedom to just do whatever they want in their own campaign when they're doing it, because they don't have to adhere to any sort of external plot points.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would expect that. That would be that would be an insane ask.
You'd be surprised. There are insane people out there. They exist. So, but to clarify, you do not have to have things aligned canonically with the story. In fact, based on how the campaign we're building now goes, it could be something that does flow into the canonical graphic novel series, or it might be something that necessarily creates like a different branch, sort of in like how things would go theoretically. So, the roleplay games can they can break canon.
They absolutely can.
Time for my fluffy carpet to once again serve me in the form of moss. I like using reference photos for textures.
Fluffy carpet.
Yeah, people probably don't realize.
It works though.
Exploring the starful wilderness, it's like you're also exploring my bathroom mat. It's facts.
You would never know.
It's not gross, it's art, Liz. Thank you. Liz is over there calling it gross. It's not gross, it's like it was a clean bathroom mat when I photographed it. It's just fine. But perfect for adding a little bit of mossy appeal.
I think that's just, I mean, it works. Like, it's not funny in a way that like, oh, why would he be doing that? It's funny in a way that's like that's just, it's so insane that works.
It does though. It's like it's just I could see that that's the exact texture that I wanted, and it was like right there in front of me, and it's like, do I have a digital camera? Yes. Is this the texture I want? Yes. All right. And then the rest is history.
It sort of makes you wonder like what other things people use for textures that they don't tell you about.
Stolen art.
Liz is over there like stolen art. Liz, not everyone.
It's stolen art.
Not
Yeah.
everyone uses stolen art for textures.
Oh my god! It's stolen art. It's stealing. Ah. I actually had my like experience ruined with someone's art by like finding out how they drew. It wasn't like a texture thing. They drew girls, like they just drew like pinup stuff for girls. That's like, they're just one of those people. That's just like all they do.
Yeah, sure.
And they were drawing like pinup stuff, and it was like okay pinup stuff, and something always felt a little bit weird about it. And then like one day they just came out and said like, girls won't talk to me because I'm not cool, so I can't get reference pictures. So I just like take pictures of my butt and take pictures of like me, a big hairy 40-year-old man. I just take pictures of myself just like in different poses and then just draw that. Like I never wanted to look at his art again.
Sometimes you don't want the Mickey Mouse avatar to take the mask off. It can kill the magic.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, just, I don't know, maybe keep that shit to yourself. Like, I can't imagine if people, like, I think he deleted the post after, but like, I can't imagine if most people were like, knew that was like how the sauce was made, so to speak, that they would just be like, yeah, I don't want this now.
It's kind of a, I don't know, like if it's an interesting story behind, like, oh, did you know that, like, there's actually, like, he took photographs of his carpet for this. It's like, oh, okay, you know, it's whatever. But I feel like, especially if the primary value offering of the content is, you know, like a cheesecake pinup, like wank material,
sexual gratification.
Yeah, if the
from
primary,
a woman.
yeah, if the primary use case is like surrogate sexual gratification, fair. That's a thing that people can want and value. But then if you find out that the origin is like something radically different, it can actually impact the value for the customer, I think.
If it's all photos of Chris Chan.
Yeah, if it's like, actually, I use photos of Chris Chan for all my pinup pose references. I have a massive folder of Chris Chan stills that I've taken from his live streams, unbeknownst to him, and it's all traced Chris Chan's all the way down.
It's just Chris Chan's butt from all the old streams he used to do, where people make him show his butt.
Yeah, like as soon as that comes out,
I just circle that and trace it, then I just put a girl's face on it, and there we go. What's the matter with that?
I mean, even if someone's like, well, rationally, if you liked the art before, and now that you know about that thing, it doesn't change the art for you. That's true, but when it comes to, like, imparting an experience, packaging really does matter. Like, if you have a Snickers bar, and you're like, yeah, Snickers bar, no, packaging doesn't matter, it's the same experience. I guarantee you, if the Snickers wrapper is actually, like, a photograph of a feces log, that's going to change the way that Snicker bars goes down. It's not going to be the same experience anymore. It might be the same candy, might be the exact same candy bar, but you will not be experiencing it the same as you were, because our mental faculties can color very, very dramatically how we experience things.
That guy's living behind a dumpster somewhere. No, I don't know if he is or not, but
With the camera.
I would have, if that were me, if I were taking pictures of my own gigantic hairy man self and like somehow through like the power of art transforming that into like a hot like pinup of Michiru or something like that, like I would never tell. I would be like, yeah, I know this girl, she looks just like Michiru, and she comes over and she gets naked and I draw her butt. That's what I would tell. I would just lie, because it's all a performance. It's all like a sale, right? It's all just like people who just draw like cheesecake stuff. Like you're not expressing anything. You're not like putting anything out there other than you like women. And most of the people who are looking at the art that you draw also like women. If you tell them that the way you draw women is by bending your hairy ass over and drawing on it, then like a lot of people are probably gonna get a stink about that, right? It's kind of like if you have some really good chicken strips at like a restaurant or something, and then the waiter comes by and he's like, by the way, we got these mixed up. We actually gave you the cricket meat chicken strips. They taste just like chicken, and they're totally fine. But they're made of crickets, ground up crickets, and human feces that have been. But don't worry, it's all been like, it's all been. What's the word for like cleaning something? Filtered? No, not
like
filtered.
sterilized.
What is the word? Sterilized. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. God damn it. Treated. It's all been treated. Yeah, it's all been through like a poo-poo treatment facility, and now it just has the proteins and stuff that chicken has. So voila. I mean, did you even notice the difference? It does not matter if you notice the difference before that, right? Like you now understand in your stomach is ground up crickets and human shit. So you are now never going to eat there again. And I think that I think this particular guy probably saw a lot of people realizing what was in their belly and going, ugh, I don't want that anymore. And so like he just deleted the fucking post.
To be fair, not the worst move. He's like, oh, this is ruining people's experience.
If I fucked up and told people I did, like I wouldn't even tell people like if I was doing, there's like a thing with AI called control net where you can have like a simple picture and it can like extract pose information from that.
Yeah.
And if I took pictures of myself in poses and did that, it wouldn't even really be a similar thing, but like it's sort of like the same thing, I guess, with extra steps. But I wouldn't tell people. I wouldn't tell people that, especially if I was generating pictures of like hot women and like cheesecake pinup pose, cheeseburger pose stuff.
Cheeseburger.
I would never tell people that. Like, why would they? How would it benefit anyone to know that?
I feel like there's going to be a wave of people being like, "What, really?" in the future, because this exactly that, like this generation of like people being able to like sort of use AI to be whatever they want to be and put out whatever they want to put out. There's going to be a lot of people that are like, you know what will get me a lot of attention? Being a sexually attractive woman on the internet. And a lot of those people will turn out to not be sexually attractive women on the internet after all. And
They're doing it right now.
yeah, I feel like I wonder if like the next generation of people.
You're gonna see a lot of VTubers turn out not to be like that. Yeah, and no, E the Outside. I think it was E the Outsider that said this. I'll scroll up. I think it was him. I don't know. Somebody said, "Should I be ashamed that I'm using my own hands as a reference?" No, and I don't think this guy should be ashamed that he's drawing that way. I'm just saying, like, it's not something you probably want to tell people if the entire appeal of your art is naked girls showing their buttholes or something. Probably not a good idea to say, huh, this started as a picture of my hairy asshole. A man who's 40. This is how I started doing this. Like, and then I turned it into this, and now you're looking at it and jacking off. Like, probably not a good idea to advertise that the process, right? Just, no one cares anyway. Just, yep, I use whatever. I don't know I don't remember what that guy used. I use Photoshop. I use CSP. I use Krita or whatever. Like whatever, whatever you use. I use that. I draw. Here's how I'm drawing. I'm drawing it. That's my process. Like, you don't need to tell people that you take pictures of yourself, and definitely not because like, oh, I look feminine or something. It's because I'm a big weird old man who women do not like, and that's why I do that. Because like whenever someone goes on the internet, right, and they start talking about how this guy would constantly also like talk about how, oh, I DM'd one of my art pals and she's female, and I think she just unadded me. Like, she just unfollowed me right then and there. And I don't know what I said, but I sure hope I didn't say something weird.
That art voice, I know exactly who he's talking about.
I cannot hear Liz.
That's why I'm Messenger today. She's doing color blocking, so she's got to be in the same room as me. But she's saying that when you use that art voice, she knows exactly who you're talking about. So the veil has been pierced.
I guarantee you don't know who I'm talking about. I don't think either of you have ever seen this guy's art, but like this was, I think, before I ever met either of you also. But like,
sorry, Liz, you don't know as much as you presume.
Yeah, I don't know what I genuinely don't know who we know that talks like that. But they would like once a month have a post like that about how I talked to a female friend of mine, and then they just stopped talking to me and unfollowed me. I don't know what's going on. It's just always like they're hoping that person will see that post and then come by and be like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you weren't trying to be weird, I guess, or something. I don't know what outcome they're hoping for. But if once a month you talk to someone who is female and they unfollow you and stop talking to you, I don't know, man. Maybe you're weird. Maybe you should like think about your approach, And maybe you shouldn't put on Twitter that you're like scaring girls away, so you have to use pictures of your own ass to draw pictures.
Well,
and it makes me like, the combination of those things makes me wonder, was he just like messaging girls like, you draw, I draw, can you send me pictures of your butthole so I can draw it? I just need reference stuff. It's not because it's totally platonic. It's just like art stuff, like that is such an art line. Like when I was in college, I knew so many like art guys who were just like, oh yeah, you can sometimes pick up chicks in art class, like by saying like we should draw each other or something like that, and then they just kind of know you think they're attractive. And I'm just like, how many times has that resulted in you having sex with someone of the opposite sex that you were interested in, and they were just like, well, you got to work up to it. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I think that's like a line for a movie. I don't think that's gonna work in real life.
They watch the Titanic and they're like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You draw the girl on the couch, boom. But then the bad news is she doesn't like you enough to make room on the door, so you're still sinking. You're still going down. I'm sorry.
Draw me like one of your German girls, yeah.
Yeah, but anyone out there that uses your hand for reference when you're drawing, I also have used my hand for reference quite a few times, so that's nothing to be ashamed
I
of.
can't use my hands for reference because they're fucked up mutant hands.
Because they're robot claws.
Yeah, I got like Mr. Krabs claws, so I can't do it. I can't use my hands for like human hands references.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's like Tyrannosaurus Rex, Liz is saying.
Like a what?
Apparently, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? They don't have Mr. Krabs. Can you imagine if they did?
Mr. Krabs has, it's like the opposite. T-Rex has tiny hands. Mr. Krabs is like all hands, pretty much.
I got like little T-Rex arms.
Yeah. Those are not the same thing at all. Not the same at all.
Like that one streamer, Mersh, whatever his name is.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
Merch or something like that. He's got like little T-Rex arms.
Yeah, but he's trying to think of something nice to say. Never mind. I'm just tapping out.
I don't know anything about him other than I can't even like visualize what he looks like other than someone said
He has a
he had little
very
T-Rex arms.
He's got a very good like smoky villain voice. We'll say that he's got a very very good like.
Does he?
Yeah, kind of. I heard there was like a porcelain documentary about him, and I was like, he's got like a dramatic sounding voice, kind of. That's.
How did Porcelain make a video about?
Yeah.
I'll have to go watch that. He was like talking. Porcelain was like talking to me on Twitter the other day, and he was like, I don't know. He was like shitting on Japanese people for like talking to Americans on Twitter, and I couldn't tell like he was trying to joke or not. He like deleted all the posts, so I guess maybe he wasn't. I don't know. He was just like, can you imagine talking to people who like 100 years ago just like nuked your country? And I'm just like, yeah, but no one alive today like had anything to do with that on either side.
Oh, actually, I don't know like all the lore about like Japanese people talking to us, but I saw one interaction from that recently that was actually about the nuking, which I thought was kind of funny. Some American guy was like, I love Japan so much, we should give them nukes. It's like, yeah, okay. I guess America and Japan are having some sort of like Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
No, I saw this too.
the people on Twitter, Americans and Japanese, in case anyone out there doesn't know, they've been like flirting with each other this week. It's very cute. But
yeah, something happened, and they just like they opened like the gates of like Japan Twitter to talk to American or like maybe just North American Twitter. I guess Canadians are also talking to them. I think Europeans are also talking to them as well, from what I saw. But yeah, like the Japanese Twitter is no longer kind of like behind a veil like it was.
yeah. So, anyways, it just seemed, I don't know the context, but it just seems sweet that everyone's like, oh, we're talking to each other and we love each other. It's like, okay. So one American was like, oh yeah, we should give you guys the nuke, and some Japanese guy replied with like, you did twice, but it was done in a very American way. Next time, do better packaging, please.
Oh yeah, delivered in a very American method.
Yeah.
Shipping was very American. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't know. It's like anytime somebody comes up and is like, 200 years ago, they're like, yeah, who cares? Like it's history, and I think it's important to know those things. But like, that doesn't mean if I like, I don't know, if I was American, I guess, and I went to Japan, right? There's no reason I should be walking around apologizing for Hiroshima, because I didn't have anything to do with that. And nobody in Japan should accept an apology if they get one, because none of them have anything. None of them are like any longer feeling the effects of that, other than like what it did to anime.
You created anime from nothing.
Yeah, well, a lot of that stuff kind of came from that, like all like the weird like flashy like bright laser attacks and stuff like from like Dragon Ball Z and Astro Boy and all that kind of shit. A lot of that is sort of the result of the war, like is what I'm told by Japanese people.
Yeah, I mean, even Akira, it doesn't take a genius to link up the imagery from something like Akira with their history. So I'm joining you. I'm not saying like you shouldn't know history, be ignorant, but at the same time, it's a little weird to be like, taking hypersensitive personal offense at things that didn't happen to you, done by people that are no longer in existence on Earth. Like, everyone involved has passed on to the next stage of life where they're working it out, evidently.
Yeah, the Outsider talking about like the Mexican American War, and it made me think of that line from Bright. There's a movie called Bright with Will Smith where it's like a modern day like fantasy thing. There's like orcs and stuff, and they're like the whole movie's about him getting paired up with an orc for like a cop partner.
Okay.
And the orcs are kind of like looked down on as like, you know, they're criminals, they're brutes and stuff like that. And there's a scene where they roll up on some kind of like accident or something. They get on something, and then they're just like, oh man, is this another like elf and orc thing? And then like one of the Mexican cops looks at Will Smith and he goes like, don't look at me, man, Mexicans still get shit for the Alamo. That's a good movie, by the way. Bright. I think it was a Netflix thing. One of the few Netflix things was actually really good. Holy shit. GoldenEye poster. Oh, I saw that on the Telegram. That looked really good.
It's always fun when a movie is actually good.
What is Barefoot Gin?
Barefoot.
What is that even?
It's in the chat.
I don't know. Someone's talking. Like, that seems like so out of place. I must be missing something. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Speaking of Netflix, though, I saw...
Oh, they spelled it.
I saw randomly on social media the other day that Netflix canceled like a mouse guard animated feature, but not a mouse guard.
Oh, the Redwall.
A Redwall,
thing.
and it's like I didn't even know that they were doing or thinking of it. So it's like
I never heard about that. Yeah, I never heard that they were doing that. It seems strange that it got canceled for what? Like, what were they? What's going to be done instead of that?
Probably just budget stuff. Like, I don't know anything about it, but I would imagine if they canceled an animation project, usually the rationale given is like, oh, well, we just don't have the budget for it.
I'll say, the Outsider's talking about streaming platforms and stuff. I'll say this. I think in America there's like fucking 8 streaming platforms, but
so
everything
many.
is just Netflix. Yeah, everywhere else in the world, everything is just Netflix. So if you are somewhere else in the world, you can get Netflix and you can just see everything. Or it used to be that way, at least.
I don't know if
you can.
There's some stuff I think you can only get on like. That's one of the reasons I'm not a fan of like streaming as a model of entertainment delivery in general. Just because, like the example I'm thinking of specifically is the other day, me and Liz watched Villainous for the first time. Like we watched a couple episodes of Villainous because I've been hearing people say, oh yeah, it's this old Cartoon Network show. It aired in Mexico, but it's really good. So I was like, okay, yeah, I want to watch this. So I'm like going to watch it, and I'm like, okay, where can I watch this? Where I'm allowed to watch it? And it's like Netflix, no. Amazon, no. Disney Plus, no. Hulu, no. Like where the F can you watch this stupid thing? It's not available. Can I buy a DVD? That was my first thing. I was like, you know what? If I actually want to watch this, can I just have a DVD to own, and then I can what? Nope, can't do that. And is it NBC Plus? No, it's a HBO Max Plus.
And then your wife went to the dark web.
Yeah, and so it's like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna sign up for a monthly service because I want to watch like a 10-minute episode of something that is no longer on the air that aired like a decade ago. This is ridiculous. So we just logged into Tor and like bypassed and bounced it off of a satellite in the Azores and watched it without permission. Whoa. But see, the thing is, like, we watched a couple of episodes and I was like, you know what? Actually, this is pretty good, especially by the standards of television at the time. I'm really kind of enjoying it. It reminded me a little bit of like a cross almost between Venture Brothers and Invader Zim. It was cool, but it's the sort of thing where because it's locked away in some obscure streaming platform that like virtually no one's going to HBO Plus for the cartoon content. Okay, I don't even know anyone.
I don't think HBO Max is a obscure. I don't think that's like a very hard to get thing.
I don't know, but it's like yeah, I want to spend if I want to spend like $10 to watch a series. I feel like that's fair, but I want the DVD. I want to own it. I don't want to spend $10 every month for the rest of my life because it's impossible to cancel one of these stupid streaming subscriptions. And I especially don't
No,
like
you
that.
can you can cancel them. Yeah, you can cancel them very easily. It's I don't know.
I feel like it takes
It's
effort.
not. Maybe in the past it was harder to do that or something, but like now it's pretty easy to like just get in and out of them.
I guess
But they
I just feel like it
I like
is something where if it like if Villainous had episodes where you could watch it on YouTube or something, then I feel like there'd be a much better chance
wish
that
they,
people would actually discover it or enjoy it or appreciate it. But since it's on
that is true.
one
Yeah.
of like 8 streaming platforms, it's like what are the odds that people are actually going to discover this or find it or appreciate it? And therefore, what are the odds that they're going to make more? Because that was the thing that we also
Like,
were
I
curious
was-
about. Was we were like, how come this was doing? Apparently, it was doing really well on TV. It was getting good ratings. Why did they cancel it so prematurely? And that was actually a really unfortunate story.
Oh yeah. I like Villainous. I have seen it on YouTube and stuff, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I didn't know that there was like a new series. I didn't know that there was like a 6-episode miniseries they had done for it. I never saw it anywhere on YouTube or anything like that. So I was like a fan of it, and I didn't even know that it was on Netflix or HBO, whatever it is on America. But like I had no idea it existed at all until like someone told me about it.
Yeah.
So they really just weren't interested in promoting it. It feels like a lot to me. Because like a lot of friends I have are into like cartoons and indie stuff like that, and they didn't know about it for a long time, and they discovered it, and they're like, dude, did you know that Villainous got like a little 6-episode thing, like actually like funded and produced, and it's like complete coherent episodes? And I was like, no, I had no idea. So we went and we watched like a couple of them together. They were really good.
Yeah.
I thought they were great, and I like streaming. I think streaming is a great thing. I have problems with streaming though. I think that putting stuff behind a paywall at all, and I've explained this to so many artist friends of mine, and they just don't care, and they never go anywhere with their art. But like, if you put something behind the paywall, it immediately becomes undiscoverable. No one's ever going to discover it. They're only going to be able to watch it if they already know about it and they're already paying for whatever it is, the price of admission to get in and check on it, right? But the way I think streaming should work, and the way it sort of used to work, and they've moved away from this, of course, because they're all publicly owned, they're all publicly traded, so they have a board, they have like investors. So they'll never be able to actually make a good product. They'll only be able to, because you're not the customer, you're the product. When something's publicly traded,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter how much you pay. You're not the customer. You are the product. The customer is the board. The customer is the investors. That's who they're wanting to jerk off over here. And if they have to jerk you off a little bit to get you to stay around for them, then they'll do that. But if I had like $40 million to open like a streaming thing, the way I would do things is you could watch and discover whatever you wanted for free with ads, and the ads would not be crazy. They would just be like short things that you would see in between the beginning and end of an episode. They would never be in the middle of anything, right? Unless it was like a show that had like, it was originally on TV and it had like space for ads to go, and even then it would be short, and that would be free. Anyone could watch that at all. You'd have to watch the ads. You wouldn't be able to use the ad blocker. It'd be like YouTube, but most people are going to do that anyway. So what you would want to do is try to offer a product that is like the same thing. You subscribe. It's cheap to subscribe. It's like $5 or less, and when you subscribe, there's like tiers of subscription. And when you subscribe, you get no ads. And if you subscribe for a little bit more, you can just leave things on all day in the background and not worry about it, because it does cost money to do that stuff. But nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to show you ads and charge you now. And if you don't want ads, you have to pay even more.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't imagine paying for a streaming service and then after paying all that money for it, being like, well, and now you have to watch the ads. It's like, if I'm paying money to watch something, then you don't need to monetize it with advertising. Now, and I know, like, famously, businesses are losing tons and tons and tons of money on the streaming model. So apparently it must be very expensive to do the streaming stuff But I don't know. Like ultimately, maybe there's like valid problems to solve with all this, but I just would like something where like media is accessible and people can enjoy it and people can actually consume it. And then if they want to have like the optimal experience, they can pay a little money to own it, or or watch it without ads or something.
I'm off the color block.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you a
Okay,
little
good.
bit.
I'm getting ready
All
to
right,
get the prelude you colored and switch over to some comic
You guys
work.
should color block next to each other,
We
like little
have
turtle
to.
doves.
Yeah.
Well, the computers are in the same room. The other computers are in the bedroom. We have a couple computers.
Yeah, that's why she had to be silent, because we were color blocking next to each other, but then we'd get like echo if we talked to each other, so she had to stay silent.
I was saying like you should talk in the same mic or something, but
Yeah.
if she's far
Yeah,
enough
'cause I have
away
a
where
back-
it's not crazy, then it won't be bad.
Yeah, no, I have my back to him when I work, so it just doesn't work. But anyway, we saw
Back
a
to
YouTube
back.
video. Yeah, we saw a YouTube video explaining what happened to Villainous. And because we were like, what happened to Villainous? Why didn't they continue any further after 6 episodes? Why is it behind the paywall? And they're basically saying that that when this one guy took over Warner Brothers Studios, he started cutting a lot of projects because of the finances, and it all went into, he was betting that Superman, the movie, the latest Superman movie came out, that would get them out of debt. And basically
The James
revive
Gunn one.
yeah, the DC universe to compete with Disney's Marvel.
Yeah, some
The
boomer,
DC universe,
some boomer
historically
was-
bad performing movies.
yeah,
Yeah, and-
some
and,
boomer
like,
got
dated characters.
put in charge of Warner Brothers, and his big brain scheme was like, okay, so to make this thing viable, because apparently they were in like something ridiculous, like $50 billion of debt,
50 billion in debt. Yep.
like some insane amount of debt. So he was like, all
Who
right,
are they in debt $50 billion to?
I don't know. Apparently the
Who
Decepticons.
does Warner Brothers own $50 billion to?
Jesus and God.
They owe it to.
It would have to be.
They owe it to Satan. They've been riding on borrowed steam for a long time now, as it turns out.
That's true. That is true. That's a fact.
That's so crazy because they have so many good things that are like they don't
Like,
do
okay,
things the
name
way they
3.
should. A lot of people saw Game of Thrones, but a lot of people did not see Game of Thrones on HBO or HBO Max or buy the DVD box sets because all of it was too fucking expensive. Like you have to understand that there's like so much the market will bear. No one's going to pay $80-$90 for a 1-season box set of a 12 episode per season show.
Well, they're gonna
That's
wait
just
for
not going to
for the-
happen.
They're gonna wait for all the seasons to come out if they come out.
Well, the seasons come out like the box set of like certain ones are like for 1 season. Like there's some kind of like box set that they only did. Like you couldn't just buy like an individual DVD. It was
Oh, I
some kind
know.
of special thing for each season, and it was like, I get that it's a luxury product, man, but like this is a show so many people will watch. If you would just lower your production costs and lower your price a little bit, so many more people would just like get it the legit way to support it.
Well, everybody,
But
I heard everybody
They're
like
50
bootlegged-
billion in debt.
I don't know. They torrented it. I don't know.
But regardless, this boomer got in
Shit.
charge of the studio, and he's like, well, it's in more debt than is on planet Earth, so I have to cut some stuff in order to make it revenue positive. And his big plan was basically cut. And I guess Villainous wasn't the only thing that was just like nuked. There was a lot of other animation
happened to-
properties that were nuked.
Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth got the cut. That was
Yeah.
a big public one.
Fuck Rooster Teeth. I'm glad they fucking got cut. Fuck
Well,
them.
they were another thing that
Fucking
got
pieces of
that got
shit.
taken out, and I guess this was the maelstrom that also took out Rooster Teeth. But yeah, he was like, I'm gonna cut all of this stuff, and even though Villainous is doing well and it's getting good reception, good ratings, screw it, it's cut because we have to really go all in on the thing that will make Warner Brothers revenue positive, just long enough to sell it. And the thing
They
is,
thought-
the thing that's gonna make it work is
Yeah.
gonna be Superman. So they spent like, I don't know
They
how
thought
many
they-
$100 million
wanted-
on some Superman movie.
They
that
wanted
looked
to
like,
have a. They wanted to have $1 billion opening weekend.
yeah, they wanted to, I'm sure. But
Well,
so
they should have made a live action Aladdin then, since that totally made $1 billion.
yeah, if
Well,
you
I mean,
believe
the
what
comparison is like Zootopia 2. Is it Zootopia? Yeah, Zootopia 2.
What did
Lilo and
Zootopia 2
Stitch.
do? How well did that do
Uh,
opening weekend?
I don't know about opening weekend, but they brought in, a record number
I'm
of billions of
gonna
dollars.
Jamie, type in Zootopia 2 opening weekend box office. I want to know how much the first one did opening weekend because it was like so new.
I don't know.
Okay, so Zootopia 2 opening had a record. This was a record-breaking opening weekend. Zootopia 2, immensely popular series with normies, right? Like furries and normies and Disney people. Like there's a big Venn diagram of fucking people, and most of it's overlap for people who like Zootopia. Zootopia 2, record-breaking opening weekend on earning 158 million in North America. I keep fucking forgetting it's Zootopia because it like
Well, I always think Zootopia because we've had work with Vivian. You know, I always confuse.
not Zoophobia. No, I always think
always
it's Zootropolis because of that's what it is in Europe. Because there's a magazine, there's like an animal magazine called Zootopia, and it's just funny like how the rest even it's only in America called this, and like the rest of the world knows it as this. But this was a record-breaking weekend for a Disney movie. 158 million North America, 401 million overseas. So they totaled a half, like 559 million, just over half a billion over 5 days opening weekend. I don't know how the fuck they thought. Are you sure? You said, what did you say? 5 billion
50.
was what they wanted?
No.
50
I'm
billion?
saying,
There's no way they thought it was going to do 50.
No, Hazen, slow down. No. They were 50 billion in debt. They thought they'd have an amazing opening weekend and make like $1 billion. That's just what I heard.
They thought they were going to make $1 billion
YouTuber.
off that.
That's what the YouTuber claimed. I'm repeating what I saw on YouTube.
I wonder what he thought. I mean, $1 billion's not like impossible. I mean, really, I think $1 billion is impossible, but there are some movies that claim, quote unquote, but like Disney would do things for these stupid live action movies like Aladdin and stuff where they would like buy seats. They would go around and like buy up tickets at theaters. Just look, it made $1 billion. Exactly $1 billion, guys. Isn't that believable?
No, there's a lot of astroturfing that goes on, all the way from the comic industry to Hollywood. But I guess this, to get back to like the Villainous story, like where did the money for Villainous go? Literally, it was all this money was dumped into hundreds of millions of dollars on production of this Superman movie. And when this YouTube video was talking about this, it was showing clips from the Superman movie. And it looked like the most generic green screen made for TV. No, it looked like lazy green screen shit. Like it's like how could this cost $100 million? This looks like trash. This looks like it was made for television.
I have to also say they just released like the Supergirl movie, and both of these movies have the Astro. Like they were all about the super dog. It's not just Superman. They don't have the super dog. And they're like, that's really going to bring in the kids or
super
something.
dog.
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
Hold on, I want to look up one other movie. DC Super Pets opening weekend.
Yep.
I don't think this did very well in the theaters, but it was actually a really funny movie. They did, oh crap, they did 23 million, but it was a 90 mil budget. Like even when a DC movie is entertaining, people don't go. I don't know. Like the last time I remember people going to a theater to see DC movies was like the Chris Nolan Batman movies.
Yeah,
it's always Batman. It's always Batman.
Well, there's been Batman movies since then with like like there was a Robert Pattinson Batman movie, and everybody thought the Riddler was cool and that, and like a fun character, but like nobody really went to see it.
That's what I'm saying is that their only surviving like DC universe is Batman, and I feel like they've kind of run the course with Batman.
I feel like DC universe is yeah. I feel like that's the only DC hero people really are into. Like business wise, yeah.
The only Batman I want to see is more Lego Batman.
Yeah. What did that do? I'm trying to think. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, in the last 10 years, what is the highest grossing DC superhero film? What is the highest? What's the highest?
You gotta remember the Joker movies too.
The Joker did. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I know that did really well.
Like I told Dave, it's the Batman villains are their only saving grace of the entire DC universe. It's the Batman villains. It's all
He's
they
the only
have.
one with any cool villains.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, this is awful. This is fucking sad. Is this real? Hold on, I'm about to post a link in chat. Y'all watch out.
What are you doing?
This
What
is the
that?
numbers for the highest grossing like DC things. They're all under budget.
No. That's where the debt
Like
comes
every one of them is like under budget or just under. Like Aquaman somehow made $440 million. I don't believe that.
from. Yeah.
Aquaman?
Aquaman what?
I don't. Yeah, who the fuck went to see Aquaman? Are you shitting me? Who
I didn't know
who
there
is-
was an Aquaman movie.
Yeah, I knew there was an Aquaman movie, but like,
I'm
like,
sorry, like,
almost all
okay,
these
I don't-
underperform.
There's a lot I don't like about Amazon's The Boys, but they did the right move on everything Aquaman. I always think of The Boys and laugh.
The Boys, yeah, it's so
Yeah.
sad that show sucks now, and they
Yeah,
turned
I
that
know.
woman who was Starlight into like a weird skeleton woman with surgery.
Oh, that
I
was so
stopped
bizarre.
watching.
Shazam did really good. Oh wow, Shazam. Oh wait, Shazam had 85 mil budget and it made 365 million. That's like, why didn't they just make like a sequel to fucking Shazam? That was actually kind of. I mean, it was a very generic like superhero movie, but it was a very fun one.
Mammoth is check on Wonder Woman. Is there a Wonder
Oh
Woman?
yeah, there's Wonder Woman in 1984. It was 40 mil under
Oh.
budget. Wonder
I'm looking
Woman.
at, I'm only interested in everything after the 2000s because I feel like
I'm
that's,
not
like,
believing that. I'm not believing this. Wonder Woman, $150 million budget. They made 822 million. You're telling me Wonder Woman made more than Batman versus Superman? It made more than Man of Steel. It made more than Zootopia. Like I'm not buying that for a fucking second. Who the fuck went out to see Wonder Woman, dude?
I don't think women like Wonder Woman, to be honest.
I don't know. I heard,
No,
I heard someone
she's
say it
never
was
been
good.
like a character people were into. Yeah, like
No.
I heard
maybe
people
it's-
say.
I can't ever remember people be like, I collect the Wonder Woman comics. It's always Batman or Superman or Spider-Man or something.
I never
Yeah.
was into Wonder Woman at all. I'm still not. But I did hear people say during the most recent one, they're like, "Oh yeah, that was actually good. That was a good Wonder Woman movie." It's like, okay,
Really, what happened in it?
What do you, what are
I
you
have no
comparing this
idea.
to?
But they were just saying that it was good. But this
Well,
is
again, what are
from
they
this.
comparing this to? The comics, other movies?
Well,
Other
that's the
women?
I don't
question:
know
is what are
what-
they?
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, compared to what? And I don't have an answer for that.
I gotta question the I saw a movie so it was good phenomenon.
I'm just
what
reporting
happens
the word
I
from
guess
people.
by these numbers, they
Yeah.
should have really went with a fucking Wonder Woman movie if this is real. Like why? Like they should have not 1984, but like just a new Wonder Woman movie. Like if I was an investor and I was just looking at these numbers and I had no knowledge of anything else, I would just look at it and go like, well, this Wonder Woman movie, it was, what was the budget for it? Oh, I gotta scroll down. 150 million, and it made seven or eight times that, almost $1 billion. If your goal was to make $1 billion opening weekend or like $1 billion like total gross revenue off a movie, you really should have went with another Wonder Woman or Aquaman if these things you're reporting are actually true, which I don't think they are, because you went with fucking Superman.
I have to ask EMV. You say the movie Shazam. Is that the one with the basketball player Shaquille O'Neal in the 90s where he's a
That's-
genie?
That
Or
is
is that
also
Shazam?
called Shazam, but
Or is it Kazam? I feel like that's one of those mix-up-
Bears things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
Shazoozle.
Shazoo.
Oh, Warner
I think
Brothers
that's
is
also
trying to
called
get Justice
Shazam.
League. They're trying to get the Justice League to profit.
Oh yeah.
It just didn't work.
Oh no, it is Kazam. You're right, Liz. I always thought it was Shazam.
Yeah, I thought it was too,
Ew.
but the Berenstein Bears thing caught up with me. I love reading about those.
Well, okay, it is literally a Bears things, because there were a lot of people, and I'm one of these people
Yeah,
who
Mandela Yep.
remember there being a movie with Sinbad in it called
Thank you.
Shazam that was like a copy
Thank
of
you.
Kazam.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Was there not?
I only
And
saw
it
the- I
doesn't
only saw the
exist. It's not
trailer.
real, apparently. Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me
I only saw the trailer.
the Sinbad Shazam movie doesn't exist?
People were saying it doesn't exist, but actually, it looks like it has an IMDb page. Oh, I
Maybe
posted
somebody
that in the
made
wrong
one out
thing.
of
Well,
memory. I mean, I have an IMDb page. I don't know what I did to get that.
They gotta give this
yeah,
CERN.
I have it too. I know what I did to get it.
They gotta give the
Are you
Large
proud?
Hadron Collider a break. This is getting
No.
ridiculous.
Writers, Mike Trap. Is it real? We found. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a show called We Found Shazam. They found the movie. Sinbad is in it apparently, and they're talking about that. But like, I'm
pretty
trying to
sure-
think of like the
I'm pretty sure
biggest
you're-
movies of superheroes and stuff, and I just don't understand how it is these people think like we're all these little things people like, and we could like get money out of them for doing this, and also support art and do a lot of good things for the world of like multimedia. Fuck all that. Superman.
Oh yeah.
Like
really.
whose idea was that? You're the reason HBO is getting
Apparently
sold to
this guy.
fucking Larry Ellison.
Well, actually, the funny thing is the YouTube video that talked about how Villainous was canned in order to support the Superman movie. This YouTube video came out before all of Warner Brothers became auctioned off to Paramount versus, the whole Discovery Warner Brothers thing.
Well, it made me interested in the YouTuber's theory. His theory was that they were trying to get one or two really big box office pushes so that they could show like a short-term positive balance sheet, and basically just do that for the purposes of trying to sell off Warner Brothers with a more favorable deal than otherwise. They didn't just want to be like, well, we're 50 billion zillion dollars in debt. I guess we're just going to take a bath and lose a.
That's not gonna matter.
So
yeah,
they wanted to be like, well, look, we had
like,
this move. This quarter, we made a big profit with this movie, so now we can sell Warner Brothers for a lot, right? So it was apparently just to try to get like a favorable corporate buyout.
Yep. Yeah, and apparently it worked. So now they're only like 38 billion in debt.
Success.
I don't think it were. I think Paramount and Netflix would have been at each other's throats trying to buy HBO if it went up for sale either way, because it's just got a lot of like IPs underneath it that you could make into something really good.
Like Villainous.
But yeah, if I were them, I would have just been like, let's just stop production on everything and just sell HBO to someone. If they were really gonna sell it, that's what I would do. But if they weren't gonna sell it, I would say like,
Well, I don't think they were even.
man, I don't know,
I think
50
they
billion is a
were-
lot.
I think they were.
a lot of
I don't think it
money.
was just HBO. I think it was like Warner Brothers, like in its entirety. I could be wrong.
Well, that they're kind of one and the same.
But
like,
even pulling out from like the big picture view of like the corporate stuff, to me, like the real tragedy here is that, like, because I'm thinking from the point of view of the indie creator, because he was doing Villainous like independently. He was making shorts on YouTube, and that's how he got on the radar of like Warner Brothers and Cartoon Network. And oh yeah, but like all of this like money shifting was also why they like gutted Cartoon Network and shut down the Atlanta headquarters and all that stuff. So he was like, he must have thought, oh, it's a dream come true. I've done so well with my indie stuff. I'm going to have a show on Cartoon Network. So I can only imagine how excited he was. And then after they took him and he got episodes out and it was going really well, it's like, oh, my show is being successful. Hooray. They're like, yeah, it's being successful. And now you're being shut down. We're not going to continue the show. But not only that, because he was trying to get some other indie animation stuff going recently, but with totally different characters no one's ever heard of.
They're claiming it's a season 2 because it's kind of a branch off of Villainous, but it has a whole different character and everything is different, and they can't call it Villainous.
Yeah, well, that's when I look at that, I'm like,
sucks.
oh, if he's not calling it Villainous and he's not using any of the character, not his anymore, the characters from Villainous, the reason for that is because he doesn't own the rights. Warner Brothers probably still, and Cartoon Network, they still own the rights. So that's the ultimate
that's
tragedy.
That's exactly how that works.
But to me, that's the ultimate tragedy of like, not only does your thing get memory hold and thrown onto some streaming platform where no one else can watch it unless they sign up to whatever. So it's basically just memory hold and gone. But you're not even allowed to make anything more ever because you don't own it anymore, and the people that do own it are just gonna like sit on it, and so it's basically dead. It's basically like, oh, you could have continued forward and created things on your own independently like you started, except they took it from you and now you can't. Like that's a worst case scenario for me.
Well, yeah, think of it this way, and this is something people don't realize. we, Dave and Liz, have the freedom to do fan art of animated Villainous all we want on YouTube for the hell of it. But the creator, Alan, he is legally not allowed to do a YouTube fan art of his own characters because he's under contract. That's what that means.
Probably. Like, I don't actually have the details of his contract, but
I don't need them. If you get a show on TV, it's not your show anymore. Like that's just the way it has always worked. You sell 100% of the intellectual property rights to whatever network you're putting the show on. They won't buy it otherwise.
Yeah, they say it's my IP to sit on and do nothing worth. Thank you, Doodle.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this smiling Brent's thing.
And sometimes they buy a show simply so nobody else can have it. And they know they're not going to do anything with it, but it's just so it doesn't.
That's exactly why they do that. They do it because even if it fails, they don't want someone to just then like take up the mantle somewhere else and do it in a way where it succeeds, because it's just like a weird like pride thing where it's like, well, and it also creates like legal problems because like, well, hey, we own part of this show, so now when you succeed with this show somewhere else, you like we're owed part of the success of that. So like it just simplifies things for like a network to just own everything outright, and it sucks for the creators. And I really do think it should be a thing where if it ends up not doing well on a network, then they should just like either give it or sell it back to the person.
Yeah, or there should be like a sunset provision, like, oh, if you don't produce anything with this within a 5-year period at all, then the rights revert back to the original creator.
The same actually happens with authors, and the same happens to authors and books too, by the way.
But like in the world of video games, this kind of thing has happened before. Like, what is that shitty like semi MMO game that Bungie did? I can't remember what it's called. It's like Destiny. So they did a Destiny game, and I think it was under Activision or Sony. It was like a PS4 or something exclusive. Like, couldn't even play it if you didn't have a stupid PlayStation. But then they made Destiny 2, and it was under Activision, and you had to have a stupid like battle.net account to play it and all this other crap, and people hated the way it was at launch. Somehow Bungie got that game away from Activision, and they just did it like all 100% themselves, and they just put it on Steam, and like everything changed. Like it wasn't like a just in name only kind of thing. It actually changed where they don't own it now, and Bungie owns 100% of it. And they just everybody loves to talk about like, oh, they changed it, dude. It's so different now, and it's not. I played Bungie. I played Destiny 2 at launch, and I played Destiny 2 outside of launch, and it was fucking horrible. And but like it's just a shit game. They didn't change fucking anything, but they got it away from Activision somehow. I don't know how they did that, but they can happen. It has happened. But just TV networks and stuff, for whatever reason, Bill Oakley has been trying to get the rights to Mission Hill away from Warner Brothers for probably 20 years. He like raised a bunch of money to buy it back, and they were just like, no, it's not for sale.
That's so sad. And in order to raise the money, I bet people donated, didn't they?
Who knows?
I don't know.
It's just frustrating when like the business side, and it even, I guess it even makes business sense when they're like, listen, well, if we're not going to make money off of this, it's actually worth it for us to keep it away from you so that nobody can make money off of it. Like,
chat's talking about Olin Rogers getting the rights back for Final Space, if you know that one. Do you know that one?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Final Space? I don't know what that is.
If I'm correct, I believe is he the guy working with Glitch and Lackadaisy, and he's the middleman guy? That's what I remember. But yeah, here it is him. Okay, so anyway, he spent a lot of money trying to get it back, and apparently they gave it back to the point where he is allowed to do his final episode in the form of a graphic novel.
Oh, that's something at least. Final Space. I've never even heard of Final Space.
I never heard of Final Space either. I have no idea what
it looks like a Rick and Morty looking thing. I'm looking at like a picture of it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of kind of knockoffs of Rick and Morty. Kind of like a Family Guy version of Star Trek.
It might be a really good show. I don't know, but it looks like Rick and Morty fucked Adventure Time or something. That's
Yeah.
what this looks like to me.
That's probably how
I
they
mean, you
sold it
could,
to the
like,
network initially.
and they
That
fuck.
might be, yeah.
Fuck.
It's like, all right, take Rick and Morty.
But-
Now have them fuck Adventure Time. Here's the show.
Hey, guy.
It's got a good
like a-
cast. I mean, they obviously had some money behind it. They got Tom Kenny, Keith David, David Tennant is in it apparently.
Oh, no kidding.
Who else? Conan O'Brien was
Well,
on this. Yeah,
He
I don't
produced
know.
it, I think. I heard maybe that's the one he produced.
Bill Lamar was on it. Yeah, so it's got
It was
like
on
you know
TBS.
all the ingredients are there for like a show people will probably like, but I've never
Well,
really.
My
like-
beef is
like
where
this.
can I see it? Like, where can I see it to this day? 'Cause
It looks
apparently-
like it was removed from Netflix.
Cool.
And that's
great.
all I see. Yeah, it looks like
Okay,
it was
well,
on.
I'm not
It
going
was
to read
Adult
his.
Swim.
I'm not going
and
to
it
read his
got
graphic
canceled.
novel if I can't read or watch the episodes. So, you know, I hope he's happy with getting to finish his project finally. But
Well, I'm sure you can watch the episodes, just probably not on Netflix or whatever.
I guess.
That's what I'm kind of
The
hoping
Roger
that.
Yeah,
stated
now-
on Twitter that the series would be written
on-
off for taxes. Did it not do well?
Amazon Prime.
It got 3 seasons. How did it get written off for taxes if it's?
Do you remember there was
this seems like
another-
someone wrote this article on Wikipedia. Has no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, that's Wikipedia. There was another show on Netflix that got canceled, and the creator threw a fit. And it was
What was this? Say that again.
Well, let me describe it. It was like an X-Files but animated. Do you remember that one?
But what happened to it?
Out or something. They just canceled it for no reason.
And the creator had a fit.
Oh yeah, publicly.
Yeah.
Basically,
Well, I
well, you
imagine
know,
that's
when
a tough
something-
time for you if your show gets canceled.
When
Yeah.
when the show gets canceled, the creator throws a fit online in hopes that the buzz will force the production to get back in gear. Basically, they're hoping if they create enough of a tantrum, Netflix or Amazon will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, let's revive the show anyway." And
Oh, that's
see.
yeah.
Let's
That is
see
never
if
gonna work.
this business has the same weak point as my parents. Here we go.
yeah, yeah,
Here we go.
yeah. We're saying I think maybe it was called Inside Job.
That
Yeah,
sounds
maybe
Inside job.
that sounds familiar. I think I know what
forget.
show you're talking about. I never saw it, but I remember that they got like a season
I
and they were
remember-
really excited, and then they didn't have the show anymore, and they were really unexcited about that.
I remember
I'll tell
the
you
tantrum.
a show that came out on Adult Swim recently that was like really good that I didn't think was going to be good. It was a Mike Judge thing called Common Side Effects. Really, really good show. It's got like it's like a huge like it's a good story, but like underneath that story is like a sort of a I don't know how to like word it in like a clever way, but underneath the story is like a commentary on like the medical like capitalist medical type shit where like medicine is designed to just be like a product that you have to have forever
Yeah.
and like how far like people who are involved with medicine will go to keep things that way if someone discovers like a thing that can just cure people's like problems and stuff.
Family Guy did that with Brian and somebody else.
Well, this
Sad.
is not like Family Guy, but I'm sure they did probably do an episode like that.
Cartoons keep trying to sound the alarm.
No, that's actually where I saw it recently. Was YouTube saying cartoons are trying to like address real facts, and they've highlighted that one.
I think that's good. I think that's like a good thing for some shows, especially shows for adults, like to kind of
Yeah.
provide like a commentary on things like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Animaniacs song about all the garbage in ice cream? They're going down the aisle, like singing about all the chemicals in ice cream.
Ingredients, yeah. yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I think that's good. I think kids should be aware of all the weird like Greek words that are like Greek root words, like chemicals that are in all their food.
And sing along in the back of the car.
Yeah. That's good if they're singing along because it means they know on some level.
I'm really curious how you can spend a lot of money and fight really hard to get your show back. I mean, besides paying lawyers, I really don't know how you do that.
You're never getting it back. If you sell
Well, I
it
mean,
to
that
a
Olin Rogers did. supposedly he was allowed.
Yeah,
permitted
he's doing
to,
a graphic
you know.
novel. That's not what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But
I know.
like, and it's probably self-funded too. Probably the studio's not fucking giving. That's
No,
probably why
it's
it's a
not.
graphic novel. The studio's not paying for it. But
He has to pay the
Um,
artist.
I don't know how he's getting to do that in the middle of like a merger. But anyway, if you sell your show to a network, you know its fate is no longer in your hands. Its fate is in the hands of like a
The
couple
soldier
hundred really super rich people who are like in their 60s and 70s who don't watch cartoons and don't watch TV.
Well, the other thing too, and I mean, I've heard this. I don't know for a fact, but they're not paying you that much. Most is like 15K. And we always sing about the Wayne's World song. I got $5,000.
Oh yeah.
I got $5,000. Like that's a lot of money in the 80s, but you sold your baby.
Yeah,
out.
basically, if you want to know how Hollywood works, watch Wayne's World, and that is how it works.
Yeah.
I own the show now. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what deal this Allen guy. I'm assuming you're talking about Villainous E the Outsider, but I don't know how he struck some deal where he owns the characters but not the show. But
I have to tell you, I saw his Patreon.
That is a first. I have never seen a network purchase a show and said like, but you can still own the characters. We won't own those.
I've never seen that either, because I gotta say,
Yeah.
his Patreon hasn't moved.
So
since
if that's
November.
true,
Yeah.
if you have your facts straight, that is the first time I have ever seen that.
I don't think so, because I've been watching his progress as like trying to get that second season going. I don't believe it for a minute. I don't see those characters again.
I feel
EMV,
like I feel like if he had the rights to his own characters, then he would probably be trying to do something with those characters, because that would be his best shot at restoring support for his projects. So if he's not trying to use those characters, maybe I'm misreading it, but my assumption would be the only reason he wouldn't use those characters would be if he was not permitted to use those characters.
Why would he not use them if he could use them? Yeah, but I see people in the chat. I think I saw EMV talking about like how I would never sell a show to a network, but like the idea, you do like a Smiling Friends thing if you're going for a network thing, right? If you want to get a show on a network, you need to create a show with two things in mind. I'm making a show to be sold to a network, and I'm okay. This thing I'm creating right now, I'm creating it with the thought in mind that I'm okay not owning it once it gets sold. Like that's kind of how you have to be with network stuff. You can't like, you don't want to make like your swan song and then like be like, I want to own this and I want to decide everything that happens in it and sell that to a network.
Yeah, generally speaking, when you pitch a show to a network, you should bring in a couple different shows, so you're not just pitching one idea, your favorite idea, but you've got a couple in the bag, like for them to kind of think about and get a feel for you. And I know.
Where did you hear that?
Commentaries. We also had visiting artists talk about pitching shows too.
I've never heard have multiple shows. They usually set up appointments for pitches, and they're usually not very long.
No. But I'm just going off of the commentary I've heard on DVDs about it and what visiting artists said that when they came to her college. And what we learned when that happened was that the visiting artist said, "Oh yeah, well, expect them to like take away your show, and you never hear about it again." And
you
have to be scammed a couple times. Yeah, you have to be scammed a few times.
Yeah, I think the visiting artist specifically said "Hey, this is in Hollywood. You should expect there's a high probability they'll just take it, and they won't even give you a creator credit for it. But if you're in the industry and you keep on doing stuff and you keep on getting exploited, after about a decade, you might start getting your name on some of the stuff that they're using." So it's like that was the portrait that was painted for us.
I don't think you should make a final decision about anything like this right now. I think you should just create and get like your feet wet on like writing an episode and like designing characters and story, and just get your feet wet and don't make a final decision about whether or not you want Cartoon Network or Netflix to control it. That's kind of like pie in the sky. Just like get in the mud, get in the pool.
Yeah,
don't like.
Yeah,
it's probably like
just
across
that.
Like across that bridge when you get to it, kind of thing.
Don't plan your perfect voice acting. you know, and who will and will
Because
not.
they're
be your
going to
voice
cast
actors.
people, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
when you don't have
most
it.
of the time, they won't, unless you're already like an established creator or something like or it's in the contract. Like you're gonna have, especially if you're in America and you're working with like SAG stuff, a union, voice actors guild, all that stuff, writers guild. If you're working in like a production capacity, which if you're going on TV, more than likely you will be. If you're working with those organizations, you're going to a studio that purchases your thing is gonna potentially maybe allow you to direct it. They're going to give you producer credit, created by credit. And they're going to they're going to hire and assign a casting director to you. Your casting director is going to cast your people. And if they're friendly with you, they'll listen to, what your wishes are, but they don't have to because they're union and you can't fire them. You can't get rid of them if you don't like them. They're union. There's a contract there. You sign it and you agree that like the studio's going to pick who all's working on your show.
I have a friend who I went to art college with, and one time she told me, and this is a winning move. She's not listening to this.
Pro gamer move.
She told me that her graphic novel series should be picked up by Vivian Medrano, and Vivian Medrano is going to work for her and animate it for her. And I was like, well, I'm not going to tell you that I'm Vivian's publisher and that I got connections to talk to her. I'm just going to keep that quiet. And so I went on and said to her, well, okay, what happens if you reach out and Vivian doesn't want to animate your show for you? And she was like, oh, well, she didn't believe me, but she was like, oh, well, I guess that's sad. And I'm like, well, yeah, because, well, what happens if somebody has a creative change on your show and you don't like it? But she's like, well, then I'm going to fire them because I'm in charge. It's like, what? You're in charge of
Yeah,
you're
in
charge of Vivian.
This is a child's understanding of how like making a show works.
Sometimes
This
you
is a
gotta.
child
Sometimes you
working
gotta
with
let people have their dreams. And they might not be in the market for like a reality check. They might just be like wanting to talk about when I ascend to the top of Ice Cream Mountain, there'll be a dainty fairy that tells me I'm a good boy. It's like you don't have to tell them there is no Ice Cream Mountain, motherfucker. Just let them dream of Ice Cream Mountain for a little bit.
Just let them believe in Santa.
Yeah.
Evidently. Okay. No, that's cool.
Yeah, there's
Santa's gonna come by and give me a production contract.
Yeah, like if there's someone that's like making realistic plans and investing lots of resources to try to actualize those plans, even then, your advice is probably not welcome unless they stop and they're like, hey, would you please share some advice with me? So don't even...
I didn't give advice. I just asked some basic questions to get a feel of what the hell that was.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying,
I think Dave said... I was gonna say, I think you said, Dave, at one point, like explaining to people the things they are wrong about is a young man's game.
Yes, it is.
Like, and that's so true. Like I don't know why whoever this person, I really actually don't know who this person is, but whoever this person
You've never met. Okay, you've never met them. I talked to you about them earlier today on the chat.
It's not 20 questions. Could you guess who?
Well,
it's
I'm
a
not
mystery.
trying to guess who they are. I don't have any interest in talking to them or anything. But like, whoever this is, they, it's always so crazy to me when someone presumes like this other creator that creates their own things and they're successful and they have success and they're doing their own thing right now and they're doing just fine. They're gonna work for me and I'm gonna subjugate them like a fucking nearby kingdom and I'm gonna make them do what I want and then they're gonna be, what if they don't do what you want? Then I'll fire them. Okay.
Well,
so
like,
what is the point of hiring that person then?
That was my mental thought when I was 6 about how I would work for Disney, and if they didn't do as I say, I just started the company by leaving.
It's funny when a kid has those ideas. When an adult has those ideas, it's time for some medication in a padded room for a while.
So did you have explicit plans as a 6-year-old on how you would destroy Disney if he disobeyed your wishes?
I threatened to leave.
I'm Dr. Princess, and I'm gonna run Disney.
You'd threaten to leave and take your
and take my project with me. Yes,
that's the kicker.
So bad.
That's at that point their resolve would buckle as soon as they're like, no, Liz will leave and take her project with her. We can't withstand such a loss here at Disney.
They
Please.
would be chasing, begging and calling. Oh my goodness.
It's like the fantasy of like when I run away, they'll be so sorry that they yelled at me.
Yeah, I know.
I just like that being extrapolated out into like an internal takeover plan of Disney as developed by a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
That's in my
So-
that's in my contract of working with. Is if I throw a fit, you must submit. If I throw a fit, you must submit the contract clause.
I like that as a new sort of
Yeah,
O.J. Simpson
there's way
lawyer
less,
routine. Like, if they throw a fit, you must submit.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a catchy phrase. That is beautiful. I may have to write that down, put that on a shirt.
Should I be?
like my shit? You must submit.
If I see you wearing that shirt around the house at some point, should I be worried? Should I be like preparing for a storm?
You should be very worried.
Because again, this reminds me of the friends who have left us, expecting us to like beg and chase, and no, come back, please answer my calls. Like, bye.
Isn't that
goodness
so
they're gone.
crazy? Like, yeah, I don't know why people like. I've met people like that they just like get mad, disappear, and then like a week later they'll come back and be like, "Well, I noticed you must not even miss me because you haven't even talked to me." Like, yeah, well, I mean, you left, dude. I kind of figured like you didn't want to talk no more, so
Well,
it's like
it's
giving you
actually
space, you know?
it's really funny when they're gone, and you're like, "Wow, that's nice." I kind of like not having them
Yeah.
here. I've had that with jobs, honestly. It's like, oh, okay, well, I wasn't there for a while, and I kind of liked it. I think I'm gonna continue this a little longer. And they're shocked.
Well, you told me too. It's like the sort of like the ex-boyfriend thing where, if there's like a breakup between a romantic couple, and then like one person just goes on a tear about and like is like, oh, this person was so terrible. Like if they're just misbehaving nonstop, it makes it really easy for the other party to be like, you know what? Maybe this is really good that this breakup happened. Maybe I will not be having second thoughts based on their current conduct.
No, that is every breakup. Is if the breakup is not smooth and someone is a little monster around the friend group, somebody's gonna be like, wow, this was actually a really good idea. Look at this person go. Because I'm hearing some amazing things I didn't know earlier. And you'll hear
That
things
has been
from
most of my girlfriends.
you'll hear like, oh, you cheated on me 3 years ago. Really? Oh, I guess that breakup was a good idea.
Guess what things
Yeah.
you didn't know? You were the worst and I was
Oh,
always
yeah.
the best. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's great if they write a song about it too.
That's the first thing I do whenever I have a breakup is I'll get to my notebook and write a really hip rock anthem.
Get out your guitar.
Yeah, get out my guitar that I can't play. But I'll air guitar with it and make little like sounds with my face. People probably
You
think
should
there's
totally
like
become. Oh, Dave, you should be the next Taylor Swift.
the next Taylor Swift. That's me.
Yeah, whenever you have a breakup with a friend that's just being an asshole, just get out your Taylor Swift guitar and be like, I'm gonna write $1 billion hit and tell everyone how much you suck.
I'm just looking forward to showing up one day like unbidden right in front of Taylor Swift's mirror, being like, "Hey, Taylor Swift, bad news for you. I'm next."
Oh yeah, and Dave, she'll have to work for you
Yeah.
where you're walking.
I hope you enjoyed your
She'll
time in the limelight, Taylor, because now it's my turn.
Oh no, you.
She's
you
gonna write a
should
song
you
about
should do-
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd love that.
It's
And
too
really-
late.
It's so subtle. She doesn't say Dave. She rhymes it like something glaive.
It'll be
He
too
calls
late.
him
'Cause-
Ape.
No. After it's my turn, people don't listen to her songs anymore. They listen to my songs. That's the whole point of taking.
And they're secretly all about.
Oh,
it's like
Dave's. Oh,
Alanis
you're writing the
Morissette.
song. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
I
an
become the
Alanis
new-
Morissette where there's an entire album about how much someone you know sucks.
Yeah, I become the new
that.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That means I am the new music pop star that everybody knows.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot the premise.
The premise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
then
premise
because
is.
he's doing
This
it.
joke.
Yes, because he's doing it. Taylor Swift isn't allowed to make music anymore because he's bigger.
And then how does she feel when
She's
she's
not
the
allowed
ex?
to make music.
And then I make
Yeah,
a
she's
song.
not allowed to make. She just quits because Dave is so big and famous.
Yeah, once I'm in the spot, once you take somebody's spot, they're no longer capable of creative output. That's how it works. I'm told.
Yeah, so, I've seen people try that too. That's really funny.
They just go,
They're always the ones that-
and then they disappear.
We hire our muscle, which
Tay
is
Tay
hates
and
to
Day
take
Day.
them out.
Someone has
We
replaced
hire
me,
Hazen.
and then they disappear. Then they're gone. Into the goodbye
Like you're
hole.
casting a spell on them.
Yeah, exactly. It's unthinkable that they should be replaced, but then they're still there, still doing their thing. What is this?
But then there's this like, then there's a suspicious bullet in the head, but it's totally a suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case anyone's like wondering, I would never commit suicide by shooting myself twice in the head, twice in the back of the head. That's not how I would. That's not my plan. That's not me. 3 times to make
Twice
sure.
just
That's
seems
what I
like
would
overkill.
So, just Hazen, if I made a list of people that needed to be removed, would you remove them for me? I don't mean banning. I'm just saying.
What, like fucking Death Note?
I don't know what that is.
Let's just casually
I've
talking
never
about
seen that
contract
anime.
murder on stream. So Hazen, now that we're in public,
Mexico. Light, that's not how it works.
Hazen, I do have countries I'm thinking of. Thank you. I was starting small, but we realized work up to entire countries I would like removed.
Liz, you're now
North
talking about
Korea.
removal of countries.
Colorado.
You've been watching too much presidential politics. If you are starting to fantasize about, then I'll remove this country, then I'll remove that country. No.
I wonder what will happen if you like if you like when you say remove a country, like the land mass is just gone.
Well,
It's just
I
like
don't know.
becomes like a lake or part of the ocean now.
Yakko was singing a whole list about something. So
I'm pretty sure it
About
was not
countries,
the.
just the countries,
Yeah, they
not
were-
eliminating them.
It was not the Animaniacs genocide song, Liz. I'm not sure if you misread the situation attached to it.
I mean,
Botswana, Romania.
No.
why does Rob Paulus keep updating it? What is the point of updating it if he doesn't have a list of what he's gonna do to them?
Now I'm seeing them like singing this song, and
just
there's
a
just this
list.
there's just this map of the globe. Every time they list a country, you see like a mushroom cloud explode on that part of the map.
Boom, blam, blam.
Yak Warner's in the war room. That's why it's the war room. It's the Warners. I mean, come on.
Oh, you're right. Oh no.
Uh-oh, man was
Bobby's
mad.
casting a spell. I wonder what country is he eliminating.
Man was getting upset
What
with
country would Dreamkeepers eliminate with the Death Note?
us. No, I got some states in mind, honestly. We'll start small.
Mace would eliminate the Netherlands.
Oh.
Bibbidi bobbidi svibbidi
We
vakia.
will
I think that
eliminate-
I will eliminate Slovakia. That's how it goes. Sorry, Slovakians. It rhymed. Now we gotta follow through with it now, or people won't take us seriously anymore.
That's how spells work. They have to rhyme, but only in English.
Pretty sure. You also have to get it correct. If you don't get a typo, if you get a typo in there, it doesn't work. That's why they call it spelling.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm writing down my stupid little phrase. What is that? If I throw a fit, you must submit.
Yeah,
the women's lore and not lore. The
women's marriage
slogan.
counseling 101. If you throw a fit, he must submit.
Yes. Oh, like that's not true. You should put that on your wall.
Oh,
Live,
we've all
laugh,
been
love.
there, all right, fellas.
Right under that.
Live, laugh, what?
That live, laugh, love thing.
Live, laugh, love. If you throw a fit, he must submit. Is that the next plaque to be sold at Hobby Lobby?
Put it on your wall behind you.
Can I throw fits and get people to submit? Liz is telling me no from the other room. Damn it.
No.
Honey, what if I threw a fit? Then would I get my way? Don't think that's how it works.
We actually have a couple different boards for bad quotes, and I'm running out of room on the refrigerator one, which means I have to go into the digital one.
Digimon.
That's right. Our refrigerator is slathered in career-ending quotes.
They go into our writing.
If anyone ever saw a
Maybe.
refrigerator, they would either call the police or laugh a lot, depending on if they understood the context.
Well, that's actually the sad thing is if anyone steals my car, I don't care, but I do care if those notebooks are in there. If the notebooks are in my car, dear God, you're gonna die. I need those notebooks.
Well, it's like
Someone's
that.
gonna come steal your notebooks and your car now.
Yeah, now they're gonna steal your car for the
That was-
notebooks. You just hung a target on our backs, ma'am.
That was the thing. Like when Idris stole your
Yeah.
briefcase with your digital camera and you didn't care, but that sketchbook was actually valuable.
Yeah, I tried calling him, be like, "Hey, taxi driver, please bring back the sketchbook. I'd appreciate it a lot. You have my stuff," and he just never brought it back.
So now I think we should actually torment him again and send him another phone call.
Idris?
Because we got his phone number. We've been doing him for years. Yeah. See if he changed that number.
No, he probably still has a different number. I would assume.
I don't know. He's probably dead or deported.
I don't know. He's in a
Dead
taxi.
or deported.
Like I haven't seen him in like what, 73,000 years. It's hard to. I don't. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm not the best with
Well,
math.
we'd call him at like 3 in the morning, and just what we would do as revenge is we would take an electric pencil sharpener and run that into the phone, and I would scream really muffled, like I was being tortured.
Oh
And
yeah,
and
I forgot
would
about
do,
that.
We would do this. We would do this whole routine where I would act like I'm being tortured and reaching out to call for help, and I was getting his number, and we would leave messages all the time, just doing that to him.
So
And he didn't like it.
So lesson learned: there will be phone terrorism if you ever steal a sketchbook from Vivid.
Yeah.
Just give us back the sketchbook and the torture will stop. Du-du-du-du-du.
You know, if you have a shirt that says "Why can't shit just work?" I think that is a shirt a long time ago. And I think there's like a picture of duct tape on it.
Really?
Well, EMV has it as an idea. Whenever you have a shirt idea, you need to Google it and see if it already exists, because chances are it does.
That's true. There's a lot of shirts out there.
There's also the
You should
thing
go on
if
Twitter
you.
and say, "Boy, I wish I had this on a shirt."
Yep. Thank you. I was gonna say there is an AI thing where if you say "I wish I had this on a shirt" or you Google it too many times, it'll make that for you and encourage you to buy it. So it'll actually create products that you suggest on there automatically.
Will that work with anything? Like,
I don't know.
I'm wondering if I could use this as like an oracle. Like, boy, I wish I had the exact location of the Oak Island treasure on a shirt.
No.
Am I gonna get coordinates? If I say that enough on the internet, will I get like the exact latitude and longitude?
Yeah, some like Chinese bot will pick it up and be like, "I found the coordinates," and they just put it on a shirt and print it, put it on like some dropship site like Redbubble or something.
Maybe.
I think Coco is leading in sketch of the month in fan art. I haven't looked at it at all.
Probably Coco. Oh,
Maybe-
Coco Bandicoot. If she's on
Yeah,
there, I
I
can't
heard.
imagine anyone beating her. Yeah.
I wanna say she won. I haven't checked in because I've been doing that Ascension map artwork. But now that that's done, I should check in sketch of the month and the fan art for this month, and probably get that knocked out next week.
Hey Dave, I didn't get a good look at it. Which bath mat did you actually take the photo of? Was it the green one in?
Oh yeah, it's the old
In
green one we used to
crayon?
have like way back in the day.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was like a gorgeous sort of like a aqua shade of bluish green. It's just really nice
It
for
wasn't
moss.
that aqua. It wasn't that aqua. I mean, I was trying to go with like a bamboo color scheme in the bathroom because I always like to go with like a kind of like a forest kind of theme. Like I'm doing an ivy. I'm doing a Greek ivy theme now, but that was a good bamboo one. Before that, I used to do a Finding Nemo back at Grant Oaks.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked good, so I got a photo, and it has been in the Starfall, kind of like hanging in the background ever since.
Yeah, everyone likes Coco. We'll have to have a
love with the Coco.
talk about that character, what we're gonna do. 'Cause I honestly, the only thing I know about her is mostly the AI that Ammo has showed us, like of her interacting with Lilith.
I know who
That is-
Coco is.
Exactly, I knew you'd know this. I knew you could
She's like
tap into the inner fandom.
I've heard
she's like
a
slightly less
bandicoot.
autistic gadget.
Oh, really?
She looks like it with the I just assumed with as soon as you get like nerdy tech girl in overalls, it's got to be a gadget.
Yeah,
Like,
there is something about like the 90s, early 2000s era where they put like smart girls in overalls for whatever reason.
Does Bunny Rabbit fall into that category too? I know she's like not like Sally
She's
Acorn was.
not
she's
smart.
not a tech girl. No, she's not a tech girl. She's just a robot bunny.
Yeah,
Dude,
Sally was the techie
That's
character.
true. I feel like Bunny Rabbit
Ian-
should have been a tech girl just because it would make it easier to maintain her own appendages, but instead she's always got.
I think she kind of like, yeah, I think she kind of was like a little bit of, I mean, I just watched the show. I didn't really read like the Archie comics. It's probably different in there, but
I'll be right
in the
back.
show, she kind of like did some minimum maintenance stuff, but I think like Rotor was the mechanic guy.
Bunny's
For all
voice
the
is kind of
Sonic
a
characters.
rip-off of Rogue from X-Men, if you want to get really technical. She kind of had that like accent going on.
Yeah, well, that was back when you actually saw people with like American Southern accents and stuff on for characters. You don't
I
really
know,
see
now
that
they-
anymore.
They use the same voice actors now. It's ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the same woman who does Chucky on Rugrats.
Jeez.
I can't ever remember her name.
Dave and I are sick of that. We can hear who that is. We don't know the names of these voice actors, but we can hear them so clearly, and it's so overdone. I'm thinking of the voice actor who did the dragon in Sonic SatAM that came later in the second season.
A
And then she would-
dragon.
There was a dragon that just suddenly appeared, and it was really annoying, and it was like a baby voice.
What?
I know. And then there was
I don't
she
remember
also did
this.
the voice of Foxy from Drawn Together.
Oh,
She
that's
also-
Creamer.
Yeah, she's
She
everywhere.
did Susie on the Rugrats. Yeah.
Yep, yeah. And
Contrary
then,
to popular belief, she does not actually do Styx the Badger on Sonic Boom. That's just some other voice actor that kind of has a similar voice that they can do.
well, she's the one that it's so recognizable for us. We just can't handle any cartoon with her in it. She's just too mainstream for us. We will turn stuff
You
off.
just AI it out, so it's more bearable for you. Dulcie the Dragon. I kind of remember that name. It seemed like
Yep.
yeah, I do
Big
actually
lips.
sort of remember that now. Now that you say that name, EMV. I do sort of remember that now.
Yeah, I
Dave
was
knows.
not
Dave.
I was
Oh,
not
yeah.
a fan of Dulcie the Dragon.
It's that
Yeah,
baby.
well,
whiny voice.
at the end of the
Dulcie.
day, these are supposed to be kid shows, so they, they're gonna have
All-
some annoying characters and stuff.
Yeah, it happens.
All we ask is that there is a connection as to why the dragon suddenly appears in season 2. All I want is a basic story of like, why is there now a dragon? Why are there dragons in the universe? And why does this
I
one appear in
haven't. I
every
don't know.
universe?
I remember
all I
she had like a nose ring, like a cow nose
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
And it I always thought it was supposed to be like a mustache or something. I was like, why does this girl dragon have a mustache?
I still think too, like just because something is for kids doesn't mean it gets like a free pass to be like just like blow chunks.
Yeah.
It's like no, how about
'Cause I gotta say,
how about it's like at
kids
least
get
Well,
older,
I'm not
too.
saying that. Yeah,
I'm not trying to put
I'm just like
words into
I'm
your
not
mouth.
saying it should have a pass. Yeah, I'm just saying like it's gonna be there. It's like that's one reason I never watched the Avatar Airbender series, because like
Really?
it's supposed to be for kids, and I'm sure it's good. Everybody tells me it's good. I want to maybe watch it one day, but watching it like when I was at someone's house and they had kids and the kids were watching it, I would like check it out a little bit, and it seemed like it was good, but there was just tons of times where they would just like spell every little fucking thing out,
Yeah.
and it would just bring everything to fucking halt, and it was just like, oh yeah, I forgot for a second this is a kid's show.
Yeah, if you do watch it,
saying
that
they're-
would, you're probably gonna have to compensate a little bit for the hype, because anyone that grew up with it when they were a kid, they were gonna be like, "Whoa, this is the most amazing!" And so they're gonna probably be overhyping it a little just because of the nostalgia value that it had for them.
Avatar: Last Airbender with Aang.
Yeah, that
Is
one.
that what we're talking about? Okay, I was reading chat.
Like I saw
Okay,
that.
I always hear mixed things about the Korra series, Mamo. I always hear that it's like it's good actually, and then I always hear it's horrible and it just like completely like just debases the fucking first series. I don't know which. I've not seen it, so I don't know which to believe.
We're talking about. I brought up Ken Penders in there because they said
Uh-oh.
check with the
Oh
people
my
who wrote.
God.
I know. I knew you'd do it too.
I can't
said-
believe
they
he still
said-
has me blocked on Twitter. I've never been anything but nice to that man.
Except for that video you made about him.
Well,
And
I
the-
thought
and
that
the-
was
the
nice
raid.
too. Yeah,
No.
I didn't shit on Ken Penders about it. I just kind of went like, it's crazy what happened with him.
You're his #1 nemesis. You kidding?
No, I'm not.
Probably not, actually.
I never did anything bad to Ken Penders. Do you know he can actually draw really well? I complimented him on Twitter. He drew something for like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing he was working on at one point, where he showed some old art, and it was like just human art, just regular human art, like fantasy stuff, like Black Cauldron stuff, and it looked really fucking good. It was really good. It's night and day from his stupid Sonic shit, because he tries to take like Sonic characters and stretch them over human skeletons.
Well, he also
doesn't
shaved
work.
like none. He's like 2 hours on shaving that upper lip. I've seen some things out of him.
He's done some stuff like that too, yeah, with the weird like knuckles things he's trying to like get away with doing now. Like that looks like shit, dude. Like that looks so horrible. Like how can you go from this good art to that and just like, no, I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna focus on the knuckles thing actually. Like why? That looks like all ass.
Back to Avatar: The Last Airbender. That show launched 1 million kids who believed that they could write an Avatar: The Last Airbender knockoff show and pitch it to Nickelodeon, and that they would get to have whatever they want for like 9 seasons. I have met so many kids trying to do comics.
Why did they think that?
Because they saw Avatar: The Last Airbender on Nickelodeon. They saw one thing and they're like, yeah, me too. I have met kids doing
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, I've seen kids doing comics at conventions who it's Avatar: The Last Airbender ripoffs, and it's on DeviantArt. It's ridiculous, and they all think because it was something like that was on Nickelodeon that they can be the next Avatar: The Last Airbender with their art project.
So stupid. Like I don't know, man. Like it's just like with streaming and stuff. Like people see like these people streaming Fortnite and becoming millionaires, and they're just like, I can do that.
Thank you. Yeah,
like there's only a million other, like, first of all, the economy of any nation cannot support 10,000 streamers. That's just like there's not enough money to go around. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And it's probably not going to be you, because there's a million other people who are seeing this person stream Fortnite making $1 million a day, and they're like, I can do that. You're not going to outcompete all those people at some stupid game like Fortnite that's like really weird and esoteric. I tried to play that game one time.
Only Dave, basically.
Yeah, you can only be a new Taylor Swift if you're Dave, and you date Taylor Swift and then break up with her and make a song about it.
Yeah.
Launching your career and destroying hers.
Oh, you're right. That's the way to replace her. I have to break up with her first.
Yeah.
Cool.
Plan
That's great. Well,
initiated.
she loves her cats more than everything else, so you have fun getting in there, Dave. I'll wait on the side because I know how long this is gonna last.
I don't even think Fortnite's like a terrible game. It just has like the weirdest shit in it. Like I hate this trend in games where like there's like green, blue, purple, and gold. Like there's all these different color backgrounds for a weapon, and you have to they're completely arbitrary. They're not like on a spectrum. They're not anything. They're just colors, and you just have to memorize which one is the better thing. You don't have time to look at anything in one of these battle royale games. And then there's like stupid shit where it's just like, oh dude, he got the pump shotgun. Of course you can't beat him. He has a pump shotgun. Well, I have an automatic shotgun. Why would that be better to have the pump one? It would shoot slower. Oh, well, they to balance it, they make it where the pump is like way stronger. Okay, so every weapon should just be as strong as the rest of them, right? Like the fucking pistol should be just as strong as the minigun. That's balance. You want balance? There you go. Things shouldn't fucking be balanced. Things should be like, you get what you get when you drop in. That's what a fucking battle royale should be like. But nobody wants to do that because everybody thinks it's unfair.
Fortnite? You know a lot about Fortnite. Do you actually play Fortnite?
I played it like once. And it was not fun. And these other players, like everybody's on board. One of the things I like about it.
So the 12-year-olds beat you when you lost.
Everything. Well, no, I actually like made it to like the last thing. I got killed. I think I was in second place, but like, that wasn't why I hated it. It was just like everything is just like, it's one of those games where you just have to remember a lot of stuff instead of things just making sense. And I just don't care about that. Like, but the thing that like I lost, and then like these kids were on there and they were playing, and they were just like, dude, you should come into our Fortnite server and play with us again. And I'm like, well, I'll pair up with these kids again. I go into this like Discord server with these kids.
Oh no.
They're all on webcam and they're all like 11.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm
Jason,
out. I don't want to do this.
I was telling Dave yesterday, the stupidest phrase I have ever heard someone say to me is in a bragging voice, yeah, so I'm thinking of starting a Discord. And I just look at them like
Has
that
someone
is
really said that to you?
Yes, they really said that to me. And I just look at them and I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't have a job, you're over 20, and you're in your mom's bedroom. Like, what are you, like,
You're
make some
starting a
friends.
Discord? Like,
I'm thinking of starting a Discord. Like how, is that how you make friends?
Like it's a YouTube channel or something? Like
Like
that
it was
somehow
not-
that's
like-
just going to be
like-
what makes money?
No, he's not even making money. It's like he made some sort of like pro-con chart about this being a good idea, and he was like, "Yes, I should definitely tell people."
Oh my
that I had
God.
made
You
hard
need to go
decision."
outside, my friend.
I know there is some grass that needs to be cut. You could make $1 off.
Don't even worry about the grass. Just get some air. go talk to a woman.
Like again, you're and you know he doesn't know this, but you know you're talking to somebody who actually has to run a Discord for a business, and I don't. You know, I do it, but it's not like my joy of being in a Discord.
Soon to be
So-
a Fluxer.
It's
actually.
like a product of like having like a popular thing. People want to kind
Yeah.
of get in a place and talk about it.
Like I don't seek out Discords to put pictures of my meals in, and that's my day. I don't think that's fun. I don't, you know, but I also touched grass yesterday, so what do I know?
We're in the chat being like, do you think this is fun for us? Do you think we like this?
Do you see how fucked this is?
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone thinking it would be like an
Like
achievement or something. I don't know.
hard
Yeah,
decision that they're going to start. Why don't you just join a Discord and talk to people? Like, why do you have to start one?
like
Who
if
is
you-
coming out of the
like,
woodwork?
when you-
There's a new
so this
Discord.
is a person
Go
who's
join
not
it.
even like he's not even like in another Discord talking to people.
I don't know. Well, apparently he was,
I don't
and then all his friends left him, so he's going to start a new one himself.
Yeah, you're gonna be real popular as like a server owner anyway.
It's gonna
Like
be
I don't know. Stuff like Twitter and TikTok, you can at least make money if you post stuff on there people like to engage with, but like Discord, you can't make it. Like, what's the point? What's the end game here?
We didn't get that far.
We didn't get that far.
We didn't get that far, but I had the feeling that if I could post a GIF or a meme of sarcasm in real life, I would just send it to him. I'd like hold that
Beam it to his
hold,
brain.
I'd be like, hold my beer, and then I'd print off a meme, slow off of my printer, and just hand him a picture of a meme of just like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I show speed react. Here you go.
No, yeah, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Here's my reaction.
Maybe
in
we're
my-
just misinterpreting
Put it in
his
capital.
his plans, and he's actually got some cool, brilliant idea, and we don't even know.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't want to know. I'm not in the Discord. I don't think a lot of people are.
I think he might be the only person who is.
I think so too. Which again goes into our belief. Hey, what if we had what if there was a Discord where you're surrounded by bots that just congratulate you and talk about how great you are all the time? You can't tell they're fake.
That's just real Discord for me.
I know.
I'm
I
very
got all the
epic.
bots that tell me I'm great.
It's gonna be a future video game experience. Just honestly, this could even be like
VTuber simulator.
yeah, just like popularity simulator. Just be like eCeleb simulator. Get on there and be like, you're an eCeleb, and then it's just like a bunch of AI simulation of like people complimenting you, and that's it. That's the game.
Well, I believe that's like AI girl simulator. You know, girlfriend simulator. She
Girlfriend.
just compliments girls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
like a AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
But that's like one. For people that really need the approval, they need like a crowd. They need to have Unga Bunga number go up, like huge follower counts and view counts. And it's like if there's not like 4 or 5 zeros in front of the view count, they're like, only 12 people are watching me.
Now everyone will care.
Well, I don't care about 12 of people. Maybe if there were some zeros afterwards, then those people would matter to me. You know?
Well, that's how you make money off of it. That's how you make money is Unga Bunga number go up. You pay money, and then it bots, and now I've got 120 followers, and now I've got 200 followers, and the number never goes down.
It will never cease to amaze me how some people get so wrapped up in using like the metrics of social media to sort of like try to gauge how effective what they're doing is. Like right now, there's a big bot purge going on Twitter, so Twitter's like removing a bunch of fake accounts, which is like,
Yeah.
like
I saw people crying about that the other day.
it's like a good thing though, because like if I'm posting art and I want people to enjoy it, the only reason
I just lost like 800 followers. Oh, I hate Twitter now.
yeah, but it's like
They're bots, dude.
yeah, they're
They
robots.
weren't
Like,
real.
like if you're like really that wrapped up in like how many of robots look at your thing, just like program your own little thing and have something to look at it 10 billion times and feel good. It's,
Literally go buy followers if that's really what you care about. Like
I mean,
if it makes you sad to see like bots be eliminated and old accounts that haven't been logged into in 12 years be eliminated, then just go to a fucking bot farm and just be like, hey, I'll pay you $10 for like 5,000 followers.
I mean, some of them
And then
actually
just
know-
do that once a month until you have 1 million followers. Then done.
I know a guy, and Hazel will know who this is if I drop too many hints, but he has over 100,000 followers on Twitter, but he doesn't use Twitter anymore, and he complains that the whole thing is bots. And it's like, well, if you bought that many bots,
This is just every Twitter artist. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just every
that's true.
furry artist. Every
by the
furry
way,
artist that started in like 2007. That could be any of them.
Hey, Mamo, I'm not saying the Discord guy is a loser because he wants to start a Discord. I say I've got problems if that is the news of the day when you see me in person. With a haughty, like a sigh, and like it was a hard decision, but he's going to start the Discord.
You guys,
This is news of
Liz
the
is very
morning.
judgmental. You don't know what it's like. Don't mess with Liz.
It was on the news
She'll,
this morning.
she'll criticize your hopes and dreams. That'd be another great show title, like Dream Critique or Dream Critique.
No, it's Dream Crushers. Please get better.
Dream Crushers. So we're about to listen to some people's dreams, and we're gonna shit on them and tell them why it's never gonna happen. What a lovely show.
I would love to be the host of that show.
Hey, then you often are.
No joke, but like
And then you ban them.
like it sounds harsh, but I feel like that could actually be a beneficial show because some people might tune in
I think it could be.
and then they
We
would
need
understand
more
like
people
what is
bullying retards with bad ideas.
what is realistic to expect and what would be ridiculous of me to expect in terms of my dreams.
Oh wait, no, I got it. It's like a guidance counselor, good cop, bad cop.
there's
For high
like
schoolers.
one person on there like, you know what, just follow your dreams and I'm sure it'll work out. And then there's someone on there like, no, that's stupid. And here's what you should expect to fail.
It's Hazen being like, well, you shouldn't do that. Here's what's actually going to happen if you do that. And you have to decide if you listen to the guidance counselor and you listen to Hazen's just like, no, here's actually this is going to happen. And it's about like art school. It's like the guidance counselor is like, oh, well, if you like watching cartoons, then you should make cartoons. You should apply to the Columbus College of Art and Design.
So many people
And then-
that went
and
to
then-
art college
oh
that
my
got
God.
led astray. It's like I could just tell. It's like this is exactly what happened. They were no idea what they wanted to do. They were in some guidance counselor office, and he was
They've
like,
never
"Well,
drawn before. They have no portfolio.
well, what do you
they have
what do
never
you
taken an
really
art
love
class.
to do? What is your passion? What's your passion?" I mean, I really like to play video games and like watch TV and movies. I really love to watch movies and to play games. Oh, so that's what you're passionate about? Then you should get into like entertainment and games and movies. That's what you should do. And then boom, they're next to me at art college and they can't draw, and that's like, and it's like, oh,
Great.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then the teacher is like, "Let's do a pipeline project, Dave. You should definitely work with this winner."
And that's when you learn in college, group projects always fail.
That's the
Yep.
lesson for group projects.
Yeah, that is
That's
the
not
lesson.
that's not just art college either. That's everywhere.
That's
That's high
life.
school.
Like group projects always fail until you get like
That's life.
the extremely rare individual that actually carries their own weight, and then at that point it's like try to retain that individual because those people are fucking rare.
That's me.
Yeah, Dream Crushers. New YouTube channel coming soon.
No, I think that should be the podcast. I mean, we should do a podcast.
Whose dreams will come true, and who will go home?
To their
This
parents.
is Dream Crusher.
Dream Crusher. Yeah, we could add that human.
Sounds like a car.
We could add that cruelty element of like oh, only one of these contestants will get this life changing, and then like it'll be like a Mr. Beast sort of a thing. Where it's like, would you like to see?
It should be the Willy Wonka like golden ticket thing, and then like only one guy wins the factory prize.
Yeah, and the rest get turned into blueberries. I like it.
They get turned into literal blueberry. Like they get shrunk down and turned into a little round blueberry.
One of these people will walk away from this show with their dream job. The rest will be blueberries.
The rest will die and become fruit. Forever.
But I'm pretty sure if they knew the end of the show, you wouldn't participate in the show. But they don't know the ending.
Yeah, how many of those kids do you think would have gone into the factory if they knew what horrors awaited them?
Well, they were all just really smug that they got the golden ticket. You know, they're not actually thinking like, oh, hey, what if my personality isn't working out? And what if I'm not likable? My parents love me. Everyone likes me.
Yeah, none of those Willy Wonka kids stop to think, wait a minute, am I a likable? Is that what I am, or am I not? Am I the other thing?
That's a Mr. Beast. That's Mr. Beast's likables. It's like a lunchable.
Mr. Beast likables.
Likables.
You gotta pay for those, by the way. Likables are paid for. You can't just get a free likable.
You know, you can't get likables for free. It's a
No,
subscription.
you can't. Yeah. You gotta buy your likes because they're bots,
Yeah.
just like on Blue Sky.
Your status subscription has run out. You need to renew your status subscription with a new payment, or your follower count will evaporate.
If you want your channel to be seen, keep paying the program.
Yeah. Isn't Facebook
Actually,
basically like a
EM
pay to play at this point?
Kind of. EMV is commenting here that Alan, he lost a lot of attention on FA, and now he doesn't get seen on FA anymore. He used to get a lot of views, and now he's just like not
What,
seen.
for Affinity? Yeah, you
Yeah,
won't get any
no.
fucking thing on there. The site runs
No,
like shit. No one
I
fucking
gotta
even
tell
uses
you,
it.
yeah, EMV.
Yeah.
It's not just you. Honestly, it's just so diluted with fetish porn and people who aren't really very good at art that it's just like it's like DeviantArt. You can't get like the good people really can't get noticed anymore. And the only people who look at your stuff are your current watchers.
There's
if you
nobody.
post often.
There's not really anyone like at all on Fur Affinity in terms of customers. There's no one on there that is interested in art. Like that's not what they're on there for.
Well,
they are
once
on
in
there
a
for
while-
other things.
Once in a while, you get someone out of the blue who wants their fetish done if they're trying to commission you, but
Well, yeah,
No.
but they're not there.
Yeah, that's only people who try and talk to you on that shit.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like fetish stuff that's like done well or like a lot of work is put into it. It's like
no.
literally like the last time someone showed me something from Fur Affinity, it was like 3D stuff with no shaders and no like lighting at all. It was just like everything was all lit the same, and it was just like some guy like hooked up to like a weird like he's like on like one of those weird like St. John's cross. What are those things called? I can't remember the one that's like the like bondage cross things, and he had like a weird like cum milker machine like attached to his cock, and some guy was sitting there with a clipboard like he was like writing down his interesting, he's not having fun. I don't know what he's fucking writing now. It looked like dog shit. It looked like
Whoa, he
dog
doesn't
shit.
like
The
this.
models
This
that they
isn't
use
really
looked like
likable.
fucking so awful, and it was just like this. It looked like somebody took like a reboot and tried to make porn out of it or something.
Wait, Hazen, was this our green werewolf guy that
Liz,
we love so much?
legally
I don't
we should not.
remember if it was a green
Legally, I
werewolf.
don't think we
Okay.
remember who this was. We definitely don't remember if this was like someone that starts.
I really actually I looked at that and I was like ew, and I just fucking like X'd out of it, and I was like, don't. This is funny, but like don't send me shit like this. This looks like ass. This ruins my fucking day to see this.
That should be your comment. Or no, that should be the title of the art.
I can see just like looking at the comment section underneath. There's just someone commenting, "Day Wrecker."
Yeah, if they went on Dream Crushers, they would be going home in tears.
On this
They
latest
did not
episode
put
of
it
Dream
that way.
Crushers.
Yeah. My dream is to make fucking awful porn of like huge, like weird, like fetishly muscly men getting like hooked up to machines and their dick being like pulled on. Like, yeah, cool, that's awesome. Go home. You're not fucking, you're not producing anything.
Yeah, here's some advice. Don't show your parents what you did.
Here's some
You
advice.
can make that with Blender and no
Show
one
it
can
to
enjoy
your
it. There you go.
dad.
That life complete, dream accomplished.
Now you've got your mom's birthday present taken care of.
Yeah.
It's going on her wall. Yeah, you framed it too. You framed it because that's the thing.
So awful. Like,
No, that's the thing was you
Yeah,
spend
that-
money on
that's
a
like-
commission, and you spend money on a commission, and instead of getting your mom a gift, that is her gift.
That is the strategy.
that
in
is
the furry
genuinely
community.
like what you see on Fur Affinity now. Like,
I know.
it never was good. Like, there was never a time where Fur Affinity was like a good place or like the fucking guy the big fat like idiot who used to run it. He like ran interference for fucking pedophiles and like convicted child molesters. He would run
I know.
interference for them and be like, all these messages you sent to this minor sexting with them, you should delete those. Like,
No, and
why the fuck
Hazen-
is anyone fucking Fur Affinity?
Jason,
But,
everybody
like-
knows that, but they don't want to admit it. They always like turn a blind eye whenever you tell them that.
I don't think everyone does know that. I think
Yeah, I
that
don't think
they really tried to bury that, and like a lot of people who use Fur Affinity today don't know that. But like somebody who's doing art now, especially if you're not doing not safe for work art, or even if you are, I don't know what these sites like allow now, but just post your stuff on Twitter. Fuck what people tell you. People will bitch about Twitter is bad and I don't like Elon Musk and AI and fuck all that shit. Who cares? Like, just put where are people at who are going to see your art if you put stuff out? People want to see it. They're on Twitter. They're not on Blue Sky. They're not on Fur Affinity. They're not on any of these other bullshit. Like, put the fucking shit on Twitter. Unless you're doing like weird, like right-wing ultra Christian shit, then put it on Gab. People will like it on Gab. I guarantee you, they'll be
I've
interested in
seen
there.
the Christian right-wing furries get traction on Twitter too, so you can't even say
Yeah,
that.
do both. That's what I'm saying. Like, do both, but preferably the safest thing to do is Twitter. There's more competition there, sure, but there's also more people there. If you post
Well, they'll
stuff
talk
people
to you.
want to see, they'll engage with it. They'll comment, they'll like it, they'll share it, they'll link it in other places. Other people will come in and see it. But you have got to draw stuff people want to fucking see. You cannot draw your stupid made up characters that no one knows who the fuck they are. No one knows anything about them unless they're interesting and like a hit. Some people have done that, but if you just draw something that's like a fan fiction character or something, no one's gonna
Your
fucking
Mary
look at
Sue?
that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, if you draw something like Mary Sue thing, some people might like it, but it's not a safe bet. And if you do it for a month and no one's looking at it, then you need to maybe switch up what you're doing. But post stuff on places like people will see it, like Twitter. Post it on fucking Twitter, and then have a gallery somewhere. Go to DeviantArt. Like, you know, God forbid me tell anybody to use DeviantArt in 2026. but
Really?
use
Really?
DeviantArt.
That's another one like Fur Affinity.
Is it like the
Yeah.
best gallery
Don't
website?
use Use something with code that happened after fucking 2002, right? So use DeviantArt, use a Boru site, just make an artist tag for yourself and upload stuff to a Boru site.
Honestly,
whatever you
Corbin's
gotta
on there
do.
a little bit. People have noticed Corbin's
Well,
art
yeah.
on there.
I don't, where, on like a Boru?
Yeah, it shows up in our Dreamkeepers one because he's got some Dreamkeeper stuff.
Oh,
and it
well,
somehow
yeah,
links
that's
into
what I'm
ours.
saying. Like, where do people mostly go to just browse art now? Borus. That's where people are going. So upload your own shit to a Boru, or have like encourage fans to do it once you start getting a little traction on Twitter or something like that. Do stuff like that. Like, don't all this like moral grandstanding crap doesn't amount to a hill of beans. It's like investing. If you ever have traded stocks, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make money like putting money in stuff that you like and you think is morally just. You know where you're gonna make money? You're gonna make money putting it in like stuff that's fucked up that's making money, like fucking Palantir and fucking what's the missile company? Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, Lockheed
like,
Martin.
That's where you're gonna make money. You're gonna make money off stuff
Raytheon.
you don't like. That's what's
Okay,
making
Hazen.
fucking money.
Hazen. Somebody's never heard of the Dreamkeeper's Boru. I thought there were like 3 of them. It's been forever.
Do we have a
well, there's
Dream
not.
Keeper's Boru?
There will be a Dreamkeeper's Boru. There will be
We
one
didn't-
on the new site at some point when that's finished.
There already is one. We're just not in control of it. It's just a
I
fan
don't
one.
know. Well, yeah, then that's not official. If there's one out there, I don't know about it, and we're not running it. But if there's one out there, that's great.
There is.
But the
like
thing
an
you
indie
want to
Boru.
upload to, if you want to be able to see your stuff and it's Dreamkeepers related, maybe check that out. I don't know anything about it, so I can't give you advice. But like the thing I know people look at, even for safe for work stuff, E621, E6 AI, whatever the AI one is, if you're doing AI shit. Like there's these Borus out there that exist for this stuff, and people look at them. They look at what's new. They look at what's old. They look at what they search for, and that's the main place they're going to go look for stuff. So whether you like it or not, you got to post stuff where people see it, and it's got to be good. It's got to have like some heart to it. People like stuff with a story, you know. Like I don't want to get too into like trying to advise a bunch of random people who I'm not even directly talking to, but like people go on Twitter now and they just draw like, here's my OC for this thing, and they're 4,000 years old and they have this magic power and their hands are behind their hips so that I don't have to draw hands. Like you're not
No
fucking
kidding.
getting anywhere with that, man. Just hang it up. Like just stop.
No,
Just play
hey, if
video
they're
games.
no. If they're having fun, it's fine. But then don't like fill your 12 followers with that and then yell at me about AI art.
Yeah, don't if you want to post it, fine, but don't complain when nobody's fucking looking at it.
And then
Because it's that.
and then again,
one
hunt
wants
me
to look
down.
at that.
They come
If
to
you're
me
drawing
and
stuff in MS Paint and no
yell
one wants to
about
look
what
at that, get a fucking art program. Crit is free.
Anyway.
Crit is free.
your criticism is free. Dream Crusher.
My criticism is free. Like Krita, the art program, and Krita. Well, you know what else? Krita, it works on fucking Linux.
And Blender. It's too
Blender is
complex.
also free, but I don't recommend. I don't recommend fucking with Blender if you don't know what you're doing. You want to watch some tutorials first.
No,
some of those
no
like
kidding. You
2-hour
could,
like intro to Blender things. You want to watch that before you fuck with anything in Blender.
I think there's a secret button in Blender that just like nukes your whole desktop. I'm convinced there's
I
something.
wish
in
there
Blender.
was.
There's
that people don't
actually-
know what to
There's
destroy
actually
their
an
computer.
interface in Blender that is specifically designed to make you angry. That interface works amazingly well.
No. No
Yeah,
kidding.
Blender. That's again why I don't. I was like, I want to get into making art. Don't fucking fuck with Blender, unless there's something specific in Blender you need to know how to do. Blender can do a
Oh.
lot. You can do 3D. You can do 2D. You can do like video editing in Blender, but
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't do any of those things besides 3D stuff particularly well. I'll say that.
I'm gonna say, if you want to get followers on Twitter, go talk to people. Go like compliment the other art. Don't just like sit there and think people are gonna come to you. And, like on Blue Sky, you can do that. No one goes to anybody else or talks to each other. It's just so fucking dead. That's why I make fun of it so
It's
much.
just people asking for money from each other.
Yeah.
I know, cat bills.
That's all I ever see on Blue Sky. All I ever see on Blue Sky is people asking for money from each other and then like complaining about like James Gurney saying that fucking like, oh, AI could be a useful tool for artists in the future. here's a pencil, James Gurney. Pick it up. Fuck you. Shut
James
the
Gurney
fuck
is
up.
never. James Gurney is gonna
who
look
the
at you
fuck-
either.
Who the fuck do you think you are telling the fucking guy who made Dinotopia to pick up a pencil? Suck my
Hazen-
fucking dick.
Yeah, Hazen, these are people who can't afford James Gurney's books, and even if they had them, they wouldn't read them. That's who they
I
are.
don't know if they can afford him or not, but they have no idea who the fuck he is if they're telling him he can't, like, oh, you're using AI. He's not even saying he's using it. He's saying it could be a useful tool in the future. And they're sending him the fucking, like, Puss in Boots 2 dog wolf guy of death react with, like, a pencil. Pick it up. I'm so funny. I hope an artist I like sees me putting this on fucking social media.
Hazen, they smell big fame and they get excited.
Yeah,
They get excited that there's
everybody
weakness
just wants to
in
fucking
fame.
like have something to say. They don't even fucking. They just want to hear their own voice and see a tweet they made. They don't want to actually. They don't have anything to fucking say. They don't have anything going on in their fucking head. They
think
just see an opportunity to post something.
It might just be
It's a diary.
too like that they still think it's like 2017 or something where they're like, oh, if I knock someone else down, if I kill another artist, then I gain their strength, then I gain all of their
And that's how-
popularity.
That's how you become Taylor Swift.
I don't think
Dave.
they think that much about this.
But I don't think
That's
that
how Dave
they.
becomes Taylor Swift.
That's how I become Taylor Swift. I don't think that they actually like think through it explicitly, but I feel like there's there is actually like a primitive human instinct where it's like, oh, if I destroy my enemy, then I'll gain their power. Like there's actually, there's cannibalistic tribes that believe if you kill your enemy and then like eat part of them, you gain their strength. And I think that that's connected to like a really irrational, deep, dark psychological ingredient in people. And I think that's a lot of what was driving cancel culture, is this like deep, primitive, sort of primal feeling that if you can just rip down this thing that is your enemy, that will somehow make you get higher and more successful. And it doesn't make sense. You can't like tear down your way to building yourself up, but people try to do it all the time.
Oh yeah, they have
I agree with you.
That idea that they can eat they can eat your fame and like
You are
sit
what
on your
you
body.
eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a squatter going into your house, basically.
I guess, but like I agree with you that that's like a thing that's part of humanity, but I don't, these like people on Twitter who post like the stupidest shit, like I don't think they even, like, that's not even part of it. I think that there are people who literally sit on Twitter with 2 followers and they don't understand what Twitter is for. They think Twitter is like Yahoo Answers. You just go around and post stuff and that's it. And it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't even have to be related. Like, I have literally seen people like just post, like a guy made a filter that turns things into where it looks like an old like 1998 like video cam footage, or like, it looks like some amateur thing somebody shot with like an old Sony or Panasonic thing, or like with their old phone back in the day when phones first could make video and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was like, oh, well, this kind of like changes things to look like this. That's interesting. It did not use AI. And he had other things he had made in the past that made things look like, 8-bit, like Game Boy stuff and shit like that. It used an AI to like transfer everything to like pixels and stuff, and basically like a filter.
Sure.
And he was posting stuff about this other like camera, old time like camera, like 2000s or late 90s camera thing. And there were people being like, guys, excuse me, you might not know this, but the creator who did it, the guy who's making this thing, he used AI on like another thing. He used it on another thing, guys. So nobody should use this thing. Nobody should use it. And nobody should use it. It's just, he used AI one time. Nobody should use it.
I mean, that would be like
Why?
somebody saying, "Oh, you voted for Obama in like, I don't know, 2012, so you can't like him right now." Like, who cares?
I don't know. I guess there's some similarities there, but like it's just like they don't even care if the thing is good. They don't care if anyone's listening to what they're saying. They just want to there's a thing that's tangentially maybe related to AI a little bit. Time for me to post. It's like fucking going in the Steam community forums. Like you'll go on the Steam community forums and you'll post like, hey, I'm playing this game and I like it, but here are some things I think that should be improved. I hope the developers will see this feedback. And then it'll be like legit stuff. It'll be like in Crimson Desert, it'll be like, I don't think the jump button should be the same button to interact with things. I think that's crazy. Maybe they should let us remap that, or they should change that. And you'll have 12 people in 10 minutes reply to you and going, well, it's actually that you're bad and you should use keyboard and mouse and you're stupid and you're just silly. This is a silly thing. You would never need to change this.
Are they actually like tracking down like whoever gave the suggestion?
I literally think that
previous
because a lot of them
of
you'll
like
see
where they post.
It shows in the forums for a game, like next to your post, if you actually own the game on Steam or not, and most of them don't. I think there are people who literally just somehow look up like the newest Steam post and they just go in there and they just like write any negative nonsense that they can think of. Like they have no other goals than to just sit on the internet all day and just go, you're dumb and you're stinking, you're stupid and smelly actually, and you just, this feedback is just dumb. Stop being such a whiner. It's so stupid and it's so infuriating, and I wish those people would be like marked as spam and just they would see their posts normally and no one else would see anything that they fucking write, because the internet would be better if those people were just invisible on it.
I will say the internet did have a big downgrade in usability as soon as it became mainstream and like everybody could be on it. When back when it was just like people where there was a little bit of like a skill requirement to get online and do stuff. Like it was just that filter I think really helped keep it nice, and that filter's gone.
Yeah, there were several. I'm not gonna get into all of them, but there were several things about the internet when it first started being kind of like a household thing in like late 90s, early 2000s, that made the internet a lot better place to be part of than it is today, where everyone in the world from every country and every age group and everything can very easily for free have access to the internet and just stay on it all day and do nothing with their lives.
Okay, well, we're over time, by the way, by 11 minutes. I was letting this play out.
Oh, speaking
But,
speaking of being on the internet all day.
Yeah, it's 9/11, you guys.
Oh no.
But Hazen, that's why we all need to open our mouths on camera to protect all these loose children that are, on the internet.
Yeah, maybe it's a good thing.
Show
Fuck
the
it.
camera your mouth. Blah. Show us show us your throat. It'll protect the children. You can trust us with your data.
Oh,
I'm
my
Peter
dental
Thiel.
record.
I'm sweating on camera. Please send me a picture of your open mouth next to your driver's license.
How much do you want to bet? Like,
that's their fetish.
I know. Yeah. What if that actually turns out? What if like a decade from now it comes out? It's like, Peter Thiel's.
I think that is
fetish,
what's going on.
His fetish actually is to see people just on camera with their mouth open, and that's why he was collecting hundreds of millions of pictures of people with their mouth open, not because it was useful for like saving the children, but because it's his fetish to get a picture of you with your mouth open.
And he won't tell you until it leaks like 10 years later, by the way, because he's.
Oh yeah, something will happen, and it'll be like this thing that maybe happened and didn't happen, and they'll just see like Peter Thiel, like I walked in on Peter Thiel jerking off to people's mouths.
No.
It totally happened, guys.
There's got to be you pay an Indian guy like $300 and he just gives everybody all of their mouth pictures back.
I mean,
and you have
literally what happened
I know.
to, I think it was either Discord or VR chat. Like somebody found some employee in Bangladesh, and they were like, I'll give you $500 if you leak the entire database of everything or Persona or whatever it was. I don't know if it was Persona. Whatever.
I heard it was $200.
Yeah, they gave him like a couple $100, and he was like, "Sure, I'll do that." And he just leaked everything. He somehow had access to all of that, and then like zipped it all up in a neat little file and sent it over.
He still does his job too.
Immediate leaks
I don't know that, but I assume
all these
probably.
companies that are like asking for your bio, all these companies are like, okay, scan your face, open your mouth, give us a scan of your scrotum. This is all we're very secure. We'll definitely not. Oh, it leaked.
This one more step.
Yeah.
Just the next step.
One more step. Scan scrot.
Yeah.
Put scrot on phone screen. Scan, please.
We should
next to
access
driver's
denied.
license.
We should start a service called that just to provide like irrefutable digital ID to all like the best corporations out there. Be like, if you're not sure about your
okay. When is it helping the children, and when does it become blackmail? Because I swear, like, what are we giving them here?
Funny
I don't
enough,
know how
it's
this is supposed to help kids at all. Like, this is just creating places where kids will be, because if you ever go on like Roblox or something, you can just like say, I'm a kid, I don't need to age verify, and then like you don't access anything adult, and you can just go in there, and now if you're a pedophile, it's open season, it's harvest time. Like you can just go in there and just like talk to 100 fucking kids a day, because they're all gonna be fucking kids. Just concentrating kids in places where people have access to them.
Okay, the comma in that sentence is off. Are they fucking kids or are they fucking kids?
They're pedophiles, so they're probably doing both.
Grammar is very important, ladies and gentlemen.
It is when you're editing a comic.
One little comma can make a world of difference.
I helped my Uncle Jack off a horse.
One little comma. So that's
there was a good one. Do you remember Poe, the Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
As a child, something about I love child Poe right now.
What?
Twitter.
What? I don't remember this.
Think about the abbreviation of I really
love
love
that. Was that like actually in there?
If somebody did it and someone is like, wow, I really appreciate the spaces in this sentence, so they put a picture of that panda.
Oh, so they actually abbreviate Child Poe as like CP, and then they were like, uh-oh.
I don't know what. No, it was really close though. They didn't abbreviate it, but the way they did Child The panda child Poe right now, and the right now is abbreviated to RN.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
I
wow.
see what happened there. I
Yeah,
get it.
I have to find the
I'm on
meme
the
to
case.
really. I have to find the meme to do justice, but that's what it was. Yeah, E the outside
It's
is
4
beating up
a.m. in
the.
Ukraine.
Oh,
10 a.m. here. I've been here fucking doing this all morning.
E the outsider's lady. I eat children standbys from Gravity Falls. I can't believe they got away from
I
it with
eat kids.
Yeah.
that. Is so grunge.
Is that
Oh,
old man gonna eat us?
I wish I could steal that.
This
But
giant
I'm not sure how to
sign.
make that
Yes,
an
he is.
homage. Is that an homage, or am I just stealing from Gravity Falls?
I think
swear.
that's, I don't know, but that's my favorite moment, I think, in Gravity Falls. Like, the whole thing is, it's great, but that thing had me laughing pretty hard.
That was so
I-
fucking. Anything to
I
do with
did not
Stan
see
is
that
fucking
coming.
so funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Whenever Stan Pines on Gravity Falls gets kind of edgy and a little bit like with the illegal stuff, I'm like, I can't believe they're doing this. I love this. I love the character of that. It's just such my imagination is released about what that is.
I love that Dipper and Mabel have like summer memories of like painting counterfeit bills for him and stuff.
Yes. Yes. The world building just in the little side jokes with Stan Pines. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. they
And
did-
every time I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe they could do that.
Well done, Alex Hirsch. Well done.
Oh,
God bless you, Alex. I'll see you again.
Maybe we will. All right. Any final announcements on the stream before we call it good and head into our weekend?
yeah, we know we fought the Disney censors. I have not finished listening to his commentary, but I am enthralled by his stories of putting that show together. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's a good
Just
show.
learning about like how way back in 2014 you could make a show with Disney and get away with it.
Way back then,
Like have a show.
you could actually make something good and get away with it. It was incredible.
Check Telegram. All right, Mammo, I will. I can't do that right now. I bet you made something.
All right. Well, everyone, behave yourselves.
Yeah, don't mix aluminum and Drano. That's my announcement.
Don't mix aluminum
Okay.
and Drano. Well, now I know.
Wait,
I don't.
are you-
Now that's what I want to try. I don't know what will happen.
No, don't.
Don't. Okay.
Yeah. No,
I'm
don't
telling you
stop.
not to do that.
Well, now you put it in his head. He
No.
doesn't hear. He doesn't hear the first three words.
Don't mix aluminum and Drano for real.
You know what?
Don't do
That's
that.
gonna be Dave's hit.
It
Taylor
was a
Swift
joke
song.
at first. Now I'm afraid someone will actually do it. So
This
please don't do
weekend-
that.
It's either that or replacing Taylor Swift. I'll have to flip a coin, see what I'm going for.
Just
do
replace Taylor
both.
Swift. bro.
Just replace her.
Please replace her.
All right, everybody, have a
Please.
good weekend. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.